Good morning all. Welcome to Jubilee Bowls Club for Day 3, Round 6 of the Gallavanta 2024 Dunn Cup. Proudly sponsored by North Queensland District Men's Bowls Association, Jubilee Bowls Club, City of Townsville, Multicom Communications, JSL Electrical and Instrumentation, Glen Carroll Painting, TK Power and Air, and of course our naming rights sponsors, Gallavanta Travel. This morning we have South Townsville going head to head against INGHAM. Could determine who goes through to the final round tomorrow in this section. This is section 2, and skipping for INGHAM is Frank Pallanza, 3 Glenn Teresi, 2 is Stan Richards, and leading off is Jeff Crosman. And for South Townsville, Steve Mottin is their skip. Josh Bourne is number 3. Greg Delaney is playing second, and Heath Hawkins is leading. Just starting the first end as we speak now. We're looking for a cracking game between these two. Both these clubs are regarded as powerhouse clubs in the North Queensland district area, and do have quality players right through both teams. Young Heath Hawkins is leading off for South Townsville, and looks like he's kicked into gear pretty much straight away. Just shy of Jack High that bowl. Jeff Crosman leading for INGHAM. Weather today is a little bit unpredictable. We've had rain earlier this morning. I can see some blue sky. Nice bowl here from Jeff Crosman. Well positioned. A lot of cloud around still, but a very pleasant morning at the moment. We're hoping the rain keeps away. We've only had rain on one day so far, so we've been fairly lucky in that regard. Heath's narrowed this up a little bit, and if he's got the run, he's got a bomb of a bowl. Great bowl there, young Heath. Right, Jeff playing his second bowl. And for all the locals that might be watching and listening in at the moment, we encourage you to come down to Jubilee and cheer your teams on. There's some big games on today. As you can see from the weather is looking pretty good. There's a bit of muck around behind us off to the west, but hopefully that will stay out there and not disturb us too much here. The breeze is going that way, so if we're lucky, it'll be pushing those rain clouds back inland. Okay, that was Greg Delaney, just a little bit heavy, lost his bowl into the ditch. Glenn Teresi is playing 3 in this team. Stan Richards is about to play his first as a second. And again, we can only commend Jubilee Bowls Club. This place is an absolute picture, and they've done a power of work to get it up for this event. This rink that we're playing on is a standalone rink on green number 1, and we're basically calling it a show rink because it is magnificent to look at, and we've had nothing but compliments towards Jubilee for the way they've turned it out. A lot of thought's gone into it and a lot of work has gone into it. So they should be very proud of their achievements in this regard. Looking at the back, most of the games have started underway. We have started a little bit early this morning. Once the players are here and they've had their trial ends, there's nothing to stop them getting underway. Just ducked away a little bit on Stan then. Josh Bourne playing 3 for South Townsville. And we have the big fella just coming into the broadcasting tent. I've got to turn his filter on yet, but we'll get there if I can find the button on his back. Morning, Glenn.
Morning, Ron. How are you, mate?
I'm fine this morning. Looking forward to a day of some very high quality bowls.
Yeah, mate. Big day today. Our second last day of Dunn Cup.
It's what we call our moving day.
Yep.
Usually when things get sorted out, the teams that get sorted out.
Oh, a massive clash here this morning between INGHAM and South Townsville.
Well, that's right. They're the two top teams in this section.
Yeah.
Potentially, the winner of this would be looking pretty comfortable for the rest of the weekend.
Well, if South Townsville wins, it'll keep them undefeated.
That's right.
Where INGHAM has lost a game.
Yep.
Also in their section, Bowen, who's sitting on 1 loss. So, depending on how this goes, there could be 3 teams all with 1 loss each, or South Townsville could show their dominance and, with 2 games to go in their section, be undefeated. So
that's right.
Could be an absolute cracker, this one.
From our point of view, we have no bias one way or the other. An ideal scenario for us would be to see INGHAM win this one, and then go into a situation where we have, as Muddy said, 3 teams all fighting out for the rights to make the grand final tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so we have South Townsville with Heath Hawkins Bowl is holding 1 shot by the look of that. I think it's fairly close, but I would think that the bowl of Heath's may be shot. The brown bowl, Robbie's expert eye has said the brown bowl has got the shot at the moment.
That'd be
INGHAM's bowl.
Yep. Sorry, mate. I just had to put the manager's hat, the NQ, like a chairman's job back on and fix up a couple of little issues, changes in the team, just to make sure it was all official and legit.
And above board.
Yep. Hey, Mitch Stiles, how are you, mate? I see you've sent a message there. How are the standings looking in both sections? Well, we just explained section 2 here for those. There's 3 teams in the run, and obviously, mate, South Townsville so far undefeated, with INGHAM and Bowen in that section also on 1 loss each. So a massive game here this morning between those 2 teams. And in the other section, we have 2 teams undefeated, Tharangower and Jubilee.
Again, 2 powerhouse teams.
Yep, they clash at midday today. Again, that could determine the winner of that section too. Although there's 2 more games for both of them to go after that game, that could almost determine who wins that section. So today, as Ron said, massive day in almost picking your 2 finalists for tomorrow afternoon. Almost.
And a big shout out to Mary Ingram from Fife in Scotland. I assume it's possibly the middle of the night or something over there. And also from Merv Howell from Bega in New South Wales. Good morning, Merv.
Morning all. I hope everything's well at everyone's end. And you can see here, sun's trying to come through again this morning. We've had rain again most overnight. Frank's just a bit underdone there.
And Michael Flanagan from an overcast Cannon Hill. Yes, a bit like us, Michael, we're looking forward to this battle between a couple of powerhouse clubs. As you can see, this bit of weak sun coming through. We'd like to see it a bit stronger than that, but we're quite happy with what's happening at the moment. So
one to Wingham
on
on
to
the
Wingham
first
on the
end.
first end, yes. Speaking to a lot of the players that have played on this show rink over the last couple of days, it is a little bit tricky. It takes a lot of concentration to maintain your consistency on it, but that's the way bowls are.
Yeah, mate, that's we've all played the game before, and you, as a player, you have to learn to adapt to the green and the conditions you're playing under. And at the end of the day, still it is your responsibility to get that bowl out of your hand and try for your team to get it as close as you can.
Now we can announce also that the second game being played this afternoon between Pallanza and Jubilee will be live streamed, so the supporters of those two teams can look forward to being able to see their boys in action.
Yes, that's correct. We have two massive games first up this morning.
Yep.
Yeah, Ron, you're correct there, mate. Sorry, I just realised you had to do something then.
You're right.
So yeah, two games, the first two games today. We haven't finalised the third game as yet, but the first two today are two absolute monster games. As we said earlier, could almost determine the winner of each
section. That's right.
So yeah, morning Chipper, how are you, mate? Good morning, Ron, and the big unit, Muddy. Oh, thanks, mate. That's
morning, Chips. How are you going this morning?
He's probably up at Hen Camp, a little place just up near Rolling Stone, or he could be at home. Hope everything's going well, mate. I see yesterday you said that you had to have a cortisone. I hope everything's fine. No problems.
Okay. Greg Delaney.
Very close here.
Nice looking bowl from Greg here.
Yeah,
yes, that's
two to South Townsville so far. Young Heath's bowl just there that Greg landed on.
Yes, Steve will be quite happy with those two bowls.
Yep.
Stan
Richards now on the mat. Might be a little bit underdone, but as in it's gone across the head.
This rink looks like it's running on a little bit this morning. I haven't had the opportunity to time it yet, but I would hazard a guess it'd be running around 14.5 seconds.
Yep, the same as it has been the last few days. There's a bit of a breeze this morning,
which is coming from behind. Well, coming straight down behind the players that are on the mat at the moment, so they may find.
Greg had a good line there with his second one, but just a little bit underdone on his weight.
Yes. Young Frank at the head is a skip for Ingham. Is a cane farmer up in the Ingham district.
Glenn Teresi here. No, he's going to be just short. When it left his hand, he had a good line.
The players are possibly aware of the breeze coming from behind them going down this way too, so it may be affecting their thinking a little bit. Josh Bourne about to play his
first
bowl.
Yep.
Not happy with that, Josh.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Well,
he had great weight,
yeah.
And he had the right line, but just touched that wing bowl and spat himself sideways. Glenn with his second bowl.
If he's got the weight, no, he hasn't got any weight, I don't think. Yep, pulled up short.
Most of these players have been district players or are current district players, so they're not newbies to the game.
And a lot of them playing in their Dunn Cup team, representing their club for not just the first or second time. So
That's right. Steve Mottin's been around quite a few years. Frank Pallanza has. Glenn Terese's been here a few times. This is Heath's first run at.
He filled in as a sub. Remember last year for Collins. Right. He played for Collinsville Bowls Club.
That's correct. Yep.
But first time representing his club.
Jeff Crosman, lead for Ingham, has been here several times.
Yep. Stan played for Alligator Creek last year. He was a member down there.
That's right.
Played down at Alligator Creek.
Yep.
And as you say, Frank and Steve now up on the mat.
A couple of old stages from...
Frank's been around since the 90s and has won it numerous times.
And has the most vicious drive that I have seen.
Yes, hence nickname Cyclone. We do expect him to take out some pot plants today. The money, there was bets on this morning. How many can he take out? Perfect weight for Frank then.
There were some questions being asked yesterday. If the kitty gets spat to the side of the boundary of the rink, and the players have got to play their bowls wide, where is the ditch? So the decision was taken, if they hit the pot plants, they're in the ditch.
Yep. Steve, a very steady player, never far off the money.
Very accomplished player at this level.
Just ran on then, had a beautiful line.
Nothing phases him. He's a thorough gentleman, as is Frank. Both of them are
very well respected in our bowls community in North Queensland. Again, Frank's got a good line, just going to be on his weight. Needs a little rub off that to get a straighten up.
Didn't get the rub.
Again, perfect weight.
So the boys are deciding what's what.
Yeah, Frank's possibly got shot with that last bowl.
By the look of it, yeah, Josh is calling him.
Yeah, Josh is saying one down.
One down. It is nice to see the sun shining on the greens. I'm sure the players will appreciate it.
Steve possibly just a fraction wide here. Yep.
Okay.
Are they going to measure or no? He's pretty happy.
So it's one to Ingham. So that's two to Ingham.
After two
Two ends.
Morning, Robbie. How are you this morning? I hope everything's good with you, mate. Sleep well. He's got his headphones on. He possibly can't hear me. Oh, yes, he can. Yeah, there. Yep. Yeah, he's good. No, you're right, mate. No. You're the main, Robbie. You're the man. Morning to Jubilee Bowls Club. They're again, the amount of workers they had here this morning, Ron, it's just phenomenal.
Yes, I got here the crack of dawn this morning, and the place was humming at that stage with the workers from Jubilee, and they have done a marvellous job. Absolutely incredible job.
They've got us on the TV. There are a couple of TVs inside the bar area, so for those that are sitting in there, bar staff, kitchen staff, all can still see the game whilst they're working away. So good morning to all those inside.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't pass on a thank you to Gold Coast-Tweed media team that have been very, very helpful for us this week so far, and
great start there by Heath,
helping us highlight the Dunn Cup.
Yeah, it's I think for bowls in general, it's just this is a cracking idea. As we know, for those that love football, you can watch football 4 nights a week. Golf, it's always on TV. Bowls, this is the closest thing we get. So, especially for us in the north, we don't have the luxury of having our own live stream units or anything up this way. So when these guys come up here, there's another fair bowl by Heath, just a little bit short.
That's making Mum proud.
Yep.
Chantel good morning. Yes, he's started off fairly well this morning, young
Oh,
Heath.
yeah.
It's
Chantel, mum. She's very proud of her 2 boys that play bowls, son and father, husband, I should say.
Right, Muddy, I got a little job for you.
Oh, yes.
Mitchell Stiles would like to know the standings.
Oh, yes, I've told him that.
Okay, you've done that?
Yep. Andrew Hanson, Navy Red Dog, how are you, mate? Spencer Hanson, did you help out this morning? Mate, I haven't seen Spence this morning, but in saying that, he could have been here early. I got here at 7:30 and didn't run into him. I seen him here yesterday.
Yes, Muddy had a sleep in this morning.
Yeah,
Right. Great bowl from Greg Delaney. He's just run through about a metre he's run through.
Morning, Jess. How are you, mate? Jess Turnbull. G'day, Muddy. How are you, mate? Hope everything's going well for you, mate, and your family.
Stan.
Yeah, Chantel watching from work. She works out at Follamont, so she's out there working this morning. She'll probably be down here by about lunchtime, 1 o'clock.
Mark Simpson, good morning to you.
Oh, Simo. He was on the broadcast on the first day we were on Friday.
Right.
Thursday, sorry.
Thursday, that's right.
Santa.
I suspect you might be spending a fair bit of time today watching these two first games. So we haven't.
There's an absolute
great bowl
cracker by Greg Delaney.
Brilliant bowl. We haven't decided on the third game today, but so we've already notified everybody that we've got this game, and then the second game we're televising is Thuringowa and Jubilee. Right, Glenn Teresi with his first bowl. Just a little bit underdone with his grass.
Yeah. As you say, for those two teams, they haven't played on this rink yet, so might take them just a few ends to settle in. A little bit quicker than next door.
Just hanging out on Josh a fraction. Yes, it's the type of rink you've really got to concentrate with every bowl, because there's no vagaries about it, but it's definitely a little bit, quite different to
it's
the back green where the bulk of the games are being played.
Yep. Well, the good thing with this particular rink, it's drawing both hands beautifully. If you take your grass, you trust it will come back. So I think the back green's probably not as kind. It's still drawing, but I think this green is drawing just absolutely magnificent.
Mark Simpson, yes, well I suppose in Canberra it would be pretty cold. Too cold to go out, you've been watching every day. Well done, Mark. We hope you've enjoyed the games we've presented to you.
As we said, Simo, he's an ex-Dunn Cup player himself and winner.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so what are the skips going to do here? Frank's one down.
Early stage of the game.
Yep.
Frank is just as likely to let loose on this, but he's not. I'm not too sure.
That's not lining up for one of his massive drives.
No.
Playing it with purpose, but I think he's just going to be underdone here, Frank.
Steve Mottin.
one of our current district skips.
And once Steve gets his mojo going, he's possibly one of the
Hardest
players to play
and
against.
this is close.
And he might have his mojo starting to work.
Just
beautiful draw bowler when he's really on the song.
I think, yeah, they've indicated three shots there, so 3 to South Townsville. So Frank just on the draw. Glenn said not bad
Not
to there.
bad, yep.
A little
He
rub.
got the slide and run in for shot. Maybe, maybe not. He might have just run through that little bit too far.
And Glenn, one down.
Yeah,
he
one down,
thinks.
Glenn is saying.
Josh is saying maybe 2.
Maybe 2 down.
Yep. A 2 for South Townsville, so
yep.
Definitely 1 down Ingham.
Smooth delivery on Steve.
He's just going to be a bit tight here.
Yep, he's ducking underneath.
His weight will be perfect, as it normally is.
Yeah, just fraction underneath.
Yep. So the two
We're
boys
going
down there measure.
For a measure to see exactly what the situation is.
Definitely 1. Yep.
1 shot.
1.
Okay, so after 3 ends, Ingham 2, South Townsville 1. Now Steve Mottin is the current squad member for the 40 to 59s for the state. We congratulate him on achieving that position. So the squad member doesn't necessarily mean they're in the state team, but it puts them right up in the view of state selectors.
Yeah, he's a very good, consistent player, Steve.
As is Frank too.
Yeah,
You know,
yep, both of them definitely.
you know, when Frank's in the groove, he can do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, fair start from Heath.
Yep. And it is good to see some of our North Queensland guys being looked at by state selectors and being recognised and given the opportunity to play.
To show their wares.
Yep. Shout out to the Bowls Queensland guys that'll be inside the clubhouse doing their training this morning.
Daryl Tuttle. Yes, Daryl, if you go on to NQDMBA Facebook, you will see the current standings and the current results from all games up until last night. The big fella sitting next to me, he left his charts back in the office at the moment. But if we need to, I'll send him back there to get them.
Happy to go and get them and give everyone their actual results so far. Chipper has
Gary, thank you for that. We appreciate any comments, good or bad.
Who's that, mate? Gary
Akinaro.
Oh, yep, from Nurla Bowls Club. His boys were on the screen last night.
No problem, Daryl. I will send Muddy back to the hut in a second. So if we do have further queries, or you can do a quick run through on where the standings are for everybody.
Yes, I'll...
Currently, I would hazard a guess that INGHAM are holding a couple of shots. Stan Richards with his first bowl. His second bowl. First bowl it is, actually. I apologise for that. No, Chris, nobody has picked up a moose as yet. It's not to say it won't happen before the weekend's out.
Moose, alias, and 8. I did see a couple of scorecards yesterday that there was a 7.
Went close, that's right.
Yeah, there's been a couple of 7s and a few 6s. But yeah, no one's picked up the full book at this stage. Right, run roll there.
Second roll.
If
you're going to duck off and get the charts?
I'll go and get the charts so we can give everyone the scores. I'll be back in 5.
Thanks, Muddy. I'll switch to your filter off while you're up there. Okay. Robbie would know better because he's more used to the way these bowls show up from around the kitty, but I would hazard to guess that INGHAM could be holding 3 shots. Okay, Josh, brilliant weight there, jack high. Yeah, looks like he's only claiming 1 at the moment, so a little bubble in the green there. It's possibly from the rain this morning. This is a needle point surface, and the rain we get here, because these are outside greens, you tend to get a little bit of, occasionally with rain, a little bit of bubbling underneath the needle point, which settles down fairly quickly once it starts drying out. Josh Bourne looking to swing inside here, and he has. So Frank has said that he is down with that bowl now, so South Townsville holding 1 shot. Shane, we haven't timed it yet. Shane from rainy Geelong, but it's been averaging about 14 to 14 and a half all weekend. We have nothing to suggest that it would be any different. Yeah, nice bowl there from Glenn Torresi. That gives INGHAM 1 shot. The radar's looking pretty good. Those clouds tend to be breaking up, and they look like they're being blown to the west. So swinging, coming north, sort of northwest, that's more than that thing. You see by the shades in the background at the top left, there's a little bit of breeze going. Not strong, but it will have some effect on this rink. The other green is fairly protected with regard to the wind because there's quite a large park with some very large trees directly behind that green, which gives them some protection. Steve's first bowl just hung out a little bit and ran through fractionally. Now Frank's not going to do anything silly here. He'll possibly just draw to the kitty. He's coming in nicely here. Great bowl from Frank. Brilliant bowl from Frank. And he sat with it, kept with it. Possibly hasn't changed too much. He's possibly just, again, only holding the one. You can possibly hear what Josh is saying to Steve. Just be a bit positive. Try and push that bowl of Frank's through. He thinks he's holding 3 seconds. Okay, Muddy's back with all the information he needs.
We'll just wait for this end to finish here. Steve is close.
He's
or is
going
he
to
gonna
duck through.
Get a rub off
Rub
that.
off that.
And
A
get
little flop. And maybe... Frank says he'll take the one. He doesn't want to...
Take one. Yep.
Doesn't want to get in amongst that lot.
One more to Ingham.
One to Ingham, which gives them a 3-1 after 4 ends.
Right, so while they're just getting the kitty done, Ron, I've got the charts here, mate. So we'll go in section 1. Now, some of those teams have had a bye. So Jubilee have had a bye. They are currently sitting on 4 wins plus 37. They are undefeated. Tharrangower also have had a bye. They are sitting on 4 wins plus 80. They are actually leading the section on margin. Both are 4 wins though. Noola also have had a bye. No, sorry, I'll tell a lie. Noola have not had a bye. They are sitting on 4 wins plus 20. Cutharinga haven't had a bye yet. They're having it this morning. 3 wins plus 32. Collinsville, 5 losses minus 74. Ayr Bowls Club, they have had a bye. They are sitting on 1 win minus 26. As young Heath lets his first bowl go. His line's pretty good.
Jeff was a little bit heavy with his first bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just about a bit over a metre and a half there.
Suburban Bowls Club, another club here in Townsville. 3 wins plus 3. McNade, who we seen last night on the TV, they have also had a bye. Suburban's also had a bye too there before, with 3 wins. McNade, 1 win minus 6. And
nice bowl there from Jeff Crosman.
Yeah, that's a cracker, yep. And Home Hill, who's the brand new club again.
Reborn club,
yep, reborn
into the district.
Yes, an old club, but yep, just rejoined, and he's very close here. Yep.
He's got that nicely.
Yep, that's a cracker.
Yep, good bowl there from Heath.
Home Hill, 5 losses minus 66. So that's the standings in
section
1. As we said, 2 teams, both undefeated. Both of them have already played a bye. I can tell you is that over on the back green, Jubilee is currently playing Suburban and Tharrangower is playing Noola. So a couple of big games there. And those 2 meet in round 7, which, as you said earlier, Ron, we are broadcasting and going to be showing that game on the live stream.
That's correct, yep.
Will be an absolute cracker. Jubilee, host club, I'm sure they'll have all their spectators here, and Tharrangower, another local club. Always good support.
Well
for the
supported
boys
from both
yes.
those clubs, yes.
So hopefully the grandstands could be a little bit full for that game.
As looking around, we're getting a nice little build-up of supporters
for South
at this
Townsville.
stage. Okay, Muddy, you go. Section 2.
Section 2. We have on top team number 1. Ingham Bowls Club. 3 wins plus 24. Bowen, 3 wins plus 16. South Townsville, who are undefeated, the only team, 4 wins plus 43. Brandon Bowls Club, 2 wins minus 2. Magnetic Island, just over the waterfront here from us, 4 losses minus 33. Wangaratta, 1 win, -18. Alligator Creek, 2 wins, -2. And Garoo Bowls Club, 1 win, -28.
Right, now that's brought everybody up to speed with where we are at the moment.
With
And
placings.
to Mary McAniff from Newry in Ireland. Welcome to our live stream, Mary. I hope you're enjoying the bowls as we speak. Is it the middle of the night, late afternoon, early morning over there? And that was a little bit different to the time of day here. 12:15 in the morning. 12:15 midnight.
12:15 midnight,
Okay.
I've just been told by Robbie. And
You suffer from insomnia, Mary, do you?
cold? Would it be cold? Ireland this time of the year is it their winter, summer?
It's their summer.
Oh, okay. Regular?
Mary isn't regular? Okay.
Yeah, we've just been informed by Robbie, one of the regulars that obviously supports the Gold Coast Tweed media.
Okay, June Hawkins. Very excited watching my grandson play. Heath is June's grandson. Obviously, Grandma's very proud of
June,
young
she
Heath.
lives out in Emerald. Hi June, how are you, love? Hope everything's going well for you.
And Beverly Middendorf. Go the Green Machine. Well, yeah. Okay, Josh Bourne stepping up to play his bowl.
No, he's going to cut under.
He's going to cut under. Yep.
Had to wait for what he was after, that he was called on. But, yeah, just underdone.
Glenn's not happy with his last bowl. He's shaking his head, apologising to Frank. All wandering around, sorting themselves out, waiting for the skips to get into action. Darryl, Section 2, there were no buys in Section 2. We've got one of those situations again where we had an uneven number of teams this year. So as you would remember from past years, there's usually one section that doesn't have any buys, and that is Section 2 this year.
Hence they've only played 2 games Thursday, 2 Friday. They'll play 2 today and 1 tomorrow morning.
That's right. They're the lucky ones that don't get to play the night games.
Nighttime games, yep. We have Paul watching from, I do not know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry Paul, but South Wales in Great Britain, and I do not know how to pronounce it.
Isoan? Robbie would have a better idea. He's possibly a regular for Robbie. Okay. Anyway, good evening, Paul, from South Wales in Great Britain. There must be a lot of insomniacs in Great Britain if it's around midnight.
If they're like me, I'm a night owl as well, you know. Sometimes 2, 3 in the morning, 1, depending on how I'm feeling, and can't sleep. If the scotch is tasting good, you kind of tend to stay up.
Yeah, Steve's might get this. He has. Great bowl from Steve. Well played.
Push their own bowl up onto the kitty, I think only for the 1.
Yeah, because that was stands at the back here, which would have been second shot, I think.
Yep, we'll just see the boys change the scoreboard, but I'm sure it was only 1 shot. So it should be 3 to Ingham, 2 to South Townsville. And
That
yes,
is as it stands.
Yep,
So
Greg is
Ingham 3, South Townsville 2
on.
after 5 ends.
After 5, yep.
And I do apologise to Steve. I have been corrected. Steve's correct pronunciation is Steve Mottin, not as we all call him by Steve Mottin. It is definitely Mottin.
Yes, an Italian name and pronounced Mottin.
Yes.
I've been guilty of that
Can
myself
you
in the past.
turn that one a fraction, because I can't see that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the sun's
It'll
coming
get
in on our
a bit better.
screens. Yeah.
Get sun on the screen. Nice start again from young Heath. He's one of our promising young guns.
Yeah, made the district side this year, as you know, Ron. As
Yep, and played extremely well in the
Yep.
district sides.
Yes, did not disgrace himself one little bit.
No.
Did very great job.
He's being nursed through the district teams as a lead.
When the sun gets up, they make it much better. But then the 2 tablets where people, where people send comments and all that type of stuff inside.
Okay, Jeff Crosman playing his second.
But this screen, that's live.
Jeff must be a metre short, a bit over a metre short with his first bowl. And he's swinging in, he's still coming. So we could have a nice bowl here from Jeff. Yep, nice bowl there from Jeff. Okay,
Sorry, mate.
it's
Just
Greg
had to,
Delaney's bowl and rolls Jeff's bowl out. I would say Heath is definitely holding shot. And Greg Delaney could be holding second shot. Stan Richards.
it'll come back from out there.
Yes.
Yeah, here it comes. And if
Stan
this is going to be near,
has got a
spot
big
on.
bowl here.
Falls over.
Falls over. Oh,
That would be the shot.
close to
I would think.
shot, I
Yep.
would think. Now Stan plays with a brace on his bowling hand. Long-term injury. And basically has to claw the bowl to hold it.
Greg, I would think that's underdone,
Done.
but it has held its line a long, long way.
Okay. Right, so Stan's definitely holding shot now. And the brace on Stan's wrist and hand creates a situation where he does look a little bit ungainly with his delivery, but again,
It's just,
he has developed it in
Yep.
such a way that it becomes very effective.
and he's close again, mate. He's just
He's
gonna run on
right,
this time.
Just fractionally through.
Only just.
A nice bowl there for Stan. Josh Bourne now to play his first bowl. It's coming in nicely, but just a little bit overdone. That's all.
Possibly his pace just killed him there.
That's all.
Otherwise, he was. Yeah, Frank just showing you can jack high, and that's what where you can play to.
Glenn Teresi has gone a little bit wide on this one. I don't think he'll come back from from there. He'll come in, but he...
Yeah, that's a half a rink just too wide.
Yeah. If you do throw your bowl out a little bit wide, they do tend to stay out there.
They hang out there in that unknown territory. But Ron, the bowls that we've watched on this rink for the last few days, it's drawing beautifully both hands. Now Josh's will come in nicely here. That's a good line. He'll be underneath that unless he crashes.
He's going to crash into Heath.
But that was the line, and that's where they start to draw from. See if Glenn can correct on his last. Again, he's not as wide as his first one, so just depends on his weight now, because here it comes. And as long as he's got the weight and beats that front one, he'll be very close.
Shy with his weight.
Yep.
Nice attempt though.
Yep. So that drew in beautifully on that hand there. Cost your bowl and it'll come home for you.
There hasn't been any major complaints about this rink, but all the players that have played on it do say you've got to really concentrate.
Yep. Well, it's a draw game.
Okay, so Stan with
Ingham possibly holding two shots
there.
They
could be holding 2 shots there.
I would definitely think 2 shots.
Definitely got one anyway. That front bowl looks like it could be in the count. Steve with his first bowl, and he won't swoop quick enough from there. Yeah, just a little bit heavy on that. So Frank with his bowl. Yeah, hopefully with a short period of time the sun will be off those screens. It'll make it easier for us to see.
So yeah, as Ron said, we do apologise if anyone sends any messages in. Where we're located, the sun's that's a great bowl by Frank.
Yep.
Absolute cracker.
So that'll definitely give him 2, possibly 3 shots. Yep. Steve's got a little bit of work to do here.
If he's underneath that front bowl out there, as we're looking at it at 2 o'clock, he'll go very close. No, he's got to be around it.
He's got too much weight on it too.
But that was the idea. He just had to be under that bowl, and he could have come and grabbed the kitty, brought it back to where his bowl is.
I suspect at that weight he'd have popped it a bit further than that, though, Muddy. Frank with his second bowl.
Again, he's got a good line again.
Duplicate his first.
That's where it's coming from.
He doesn't like that one. He hasn't got the weight. He's turned his back on it.
I would think it's 3 shots
to Ingham. Well, Josh is holding 3 fingers down. And, Glenn's
not sure. I don't know what Glenn's looking at.
3 shots.
Yep. I think Glenn was confused on wanting 3, and Josh had already indicated that he had 3, so that now makes it 6-2
after 6 ends.
After 6. Still early days, not even a third of the way through yet, so
these games have been so far running around about 3.5 to 3 3/4 hours.
Yep.
On this rink especially.
Just like going over on the back green, and they all started almost the same. 5 ends, 6 ends, 6 ends, 5. Changing the scoreboard there now, 7 ends. So we're all around the same, Ron.
Yep.
You know, that 5, 6 end mark.
We find as the morning goes on, they'll sneak slightly ahead of this rink because it's
little bit slower on the back,
slower.
but only probably by a second or so.
Yep.
Not dramatically.
No. Well, Heath is running up to it.
Just
And a metre short,
yep.
but that's the shot so far. Jeff ran through about a metre and a half.
Yep.
Jeff's second bowl coming down.
Again, he's got a good line. Just his weight's
Just
going
his
to
weight, I think, is going to be the telling factor.
Yep. Correct it a little bit, maybe.
Almost identical.
Yeah, a bowl in front of his last one.
Yeah,
so
not quite a metre and a half there now.
See if young Heath can correct on his first. Again, he's got a good line. It'll start to bend now.
He's not happy with it. You can tell by his body language when Heath knows he's got a good one away. His body language certainly lets us know.
Steve's clapped it, so it's shot at the moment.
Oh,
just past Jack High.
Definitely shot.
Yep.
Okay, Stan with his first bowl, and it's going to swoop in, as we know Stan's bowls do.
And this will be very close to shot. Yeah, got a little touch on it, probably still down though.
He touched it across towards Heath and ran through a bit.
Steve, being a gentleman, marking Frank's toucher for him.
Well, that's the age factor. The young ones look after the older ones. So South Townsville currently holding one shot here with that bowl to the left, the orange bowl of Heath's.
Greg Delaney going to be close here.
He's coming to the back a little bit too.
Yeah, he has. Just a little bit over, that's all.
That could be handy there. It's giving a bit of protection from those two back bowls of Jeff's.
Yep.
Stan with his second bowl. It's coming in, but again,
there he's corrected well.
He corrected well. It's only one down for Ingham now, so that's the second shot of Stan's.
Greg just needs to take a couple of feet off his first bowl for a weight. Again, he's got a fair line like his first one, but I think his weight
is.
I think he's heavier than his first.
Yep, certainly looks like. Yes, he definitely is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Gone past that little pack.
Yes, he's gone well through to the back. Frank's being very kind to Glenn.
Either hand, he's told him to.
All he wants him to do is get the shot.
Yeah, get shot.
Simple.
I mean, it's not much else to do.
No.
Draw me shot.
Simple. Okay.
And Glenn has done what Frank told him to
do. Frank will be happy with Glenn.
Yep, well done, buddy. Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow. You got to put that one in your memory box, Glenn. Not very often Frank will call his third buddy. Okay, Josh Bourne with his first bowl. It's all up to the weight on Josh, but this is not going to hold out.
Doesn't want to take Heath out. No, he's pushed him over.
So it's one shot to
Ingham
at this stage.
Yep, what you done last time. Very good, Frank.
Well, I think he's dropped his weight off that completely.
Yeah, I don't think he's real happy.
Frank might take the buddy back this time.
Oh,
he's happy.
Well done.
He's happy. Yeah, well, that could be close for second shot.
His weight was good again, just that little bit underdone on the grass.
Yep, just fractionally tight.
Josh has got good grass here, all on his weight. If he can come and grab that, no, he's just a bit over. So So as we look there, the holding mate, yeah, 2 maybe.
Could be 2.
Robbie, what's your thoughts, mate? Do you think that front one beats that back orange?
No.
No. Okay,
So
there you
Robbie's
go.
saying it's 2 shots to Ingham.
No, I think he's saying 1, isn't
Only
he?
1, is he?
Yeah, he thinks
He's
the
thinking
orange.
bowl
There you
might
go.
be the second shot. Okay.
Man with plenty of experience here on the TV. Doesn't say much, just sits in the
Because
background and
the depth perception on our screens is a little bit tricky to work out at times.
well, again, Frank's got good grass here, and it's just on his weight. And here it comes in nicely. I would think this is definitely 2 shots now. Yep.
Yeah, you can't do any more than get the second shot. Steve with that very smooth delivery.
He's going to be in the area as well, just on his
He's going
weight.
to be a bit. Oh, he's cutting back in now.
He's
just tucked in behind.
sat next to Heath's bowl there,
Yeah,
so
fractionally behind it, but
probably a foot and a bit over. See if Frank can duplicate his first. Again, he's got that good line, so if he's kept his weight, this should come around. He's just got to beat
hooking in now.
Steve's and
Underneath that one of Steve's, no, but he's just
no,
the back.
Set, yeah.
Josh wants Steve to change his
Change
hand.
hands, yep. Trying to crack an egg on the shot bowl. Pushing that kitty straight back to Heath
Yes.
and Steve's bowl.
He doesn't want to connect with it too hard.
Well,
This is going to be across the front of the head.
That's underdone.
And we're finding that on the little upshots that they're trying to play,
So 2 more to
they're
Ingham.
pulling their grass.
Yeah.
But on this particular rink, they need to keep that little bit of grass because the bowls are still swinging.
Makes it 8-2. 8 to Ingham, 2 to South Townsville after 7
7
ends.
ends. So Ingham opening up a small break here. Ingham seems to have settled into the task a little bit better than South Townsville at the moment.
Yep. Okay, Ron, I can see a few scores over here on the back green, mate.
Okay.
After 7 ends, Alligator Creek 10, Magnetic Island 5. As soon as Jace maybe moves, no, I can't see that one. Down there on after 6 ends, Suburban 6, Jubilee 3. After 7 ends, Air 11, McNade 1.
Go back to that previous call.
That previous call, Suburban after 6 ends. After 6 ends, Suburban 6, Jubilee 3.
I thought I was hearing things.
No, I didn't stutter.
Okay. But again, early in the game.
Yeah, no,
there.
yeah, mate, very early. You know, with Benny skipping that side because his brother's out because of work commitments, that's just early days for them. There would be no panicking. The Jubilee boys are a well-oiled machine. They know to get the job done.
Okay, now Heath with his second bowl. He was
Yeah, a little bit over with
Through
his
a-
first.
a couple of metres with his first. Not quite there. About a metre short on that one. Technical stuff for us. Okay, everybody seems to be a bit happy now.
Audio issue.
Audio issue, so
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of static in me headphones, but yep. Yeah, Robbie,
So Greg,
right on the ball with all his audio equipment that he's got here, and
Greg Delaney with his first bowl. Finished up Jack High, fractionally past Jack High.
after 7 ends, Bowen 6, Brandon 4.
Okay, it's pretty much as we expected it to be.
There's 2 more games, and as soon as a few guys move, I can give you them. But we'll come back to those.
Stan was not happy with that bowl.
No.
Unfortunate there, he popped the kitty back to Heath's bowl.
Heath's bowl, so
South Townsville holding 1 shot at the moment.
after 7 ends, Noola 9, Tharangower 4.
Okay. You said after 7 ends.
After 7 ends, so a third of the way through,
Yep.
9-4.
Right, okay.
Again, both of them sitting on 4 wins the moment. Tharangower obviously had the bigger margin, as we said earlier, in that section.
To keep their position, they've got to win the game, of course.
Yes, and same as Jubilee, they both
Need to win their games.
yes. And we have Home Hill 14 after 7 ends, Collinsville 9.
Okay.
So the Home Hill boys doing okay at
Doing
this
okay
stage.
at the moment.
And as we said, Ron, it's great to see Home Hill back into our district.
Yes.
Been a club that was around for a long, long time. Well, obviously since the 30s, 1930s, because they played in the first ever Dunn Cup.
Well, that's where the Dunn Cup came from, was
Yep.
Home Hill originally. A group of 4 or 5 clubs played for the Dunn Cup.
Yep. And there was a year that we had the Dunn family attend one of the Dunn Cups.
That was for the 75th anniversary.
Yep, it was held out at Tharangower Bowls Club.
That's correct. Okay, Josh with his bowl as a third and is coming in nicely, and he doesn't want to do that.
He's pushed that right into the open there.
And I would suspect that Stan is now holding shot. No, Frank's still calling it 1 down.
Indicating 1 down. Probably Josh's blue bowl is shot. Now Spencer Hanson's just sent me a message. Raiders 13 plus today muddy. So I'm presuming Raiders, are they playing Melbourne Storm, are they, mate? All those people know that I'm a Storm supporter.
Who cares?
Got a few sets of bowls that have got Storm on them. Just bought another brand new set, put them in the collection. Probably never get used.
Justin Thompson. Yes, Justin, this event has got a great history over the years. So this is the 82nd running of the Dunn Cup. The only time it hasn't been conducted was 3 years, 4 years during the war.
Was it 4 or 5, Ron? I think 1941 to 1946, so 5 years.
5 years, okay.
It didn't get played because of the war. First year ever, 1937, Air Bowls Club was the winner. And last year, obviously 2023,
Jubilee with the winners.
Jubilee. Hence why we're here at... Oh, look, Robbie's just created shade.
Great. Well done, Robbie. Thank you for that. Muddy wants to know if you can use your bowls next week in Innisfail.
Oh, Chipper.
Chipper.
Yeah, but not me brand new set. I've got a few, so which ones would you like, Chip? You can use the rhino bowls, Cutharinga being Cutharinga rhinos. I've also got a set of bowls that have got rhinos on them.
Okay, Frank's...
I think he's a bit out there.
Going to hang out. And as we've stated before, it's part of the history of the Dunn Cup. We have a Dunn Cup king who no longer plays in the Dunn Cup. He sort of retired as a Dunn Cup player a couple of years ago. The name of Ren Cantatori from INGHAM. And Ren played in 49 cups for 17 wins and 6 runner-ups. And he played as a skip 21 times. And it's going to be very hard to, nice bowl there from Steve.
Steve's just drawn a cracker. Yep.
Very hard for anybody to overtake those figures.
Well, in this day and age, the only two that possibly could do that, or maybe three, Ben Cribben, Justin Cribben, because they still have youth on their side.
That's right.
And of course, here on this rank right now, young Heath Hawkins.
Yes,
if they keep their ability up, and Frank is just sat that. Yep, that's a great bowl, Frank.
Great bowl from Frank. And INGHAM have won the Dunn Cup 20 times. Jubilee have won it 14 times.
Yep.
And Suburban Bowls Club have won it 12.
Some clubs have won it once, some haven't won it.
I'm not too sure what. Yeah, Hewenden, I don't think have won it.
Yeah, I think Hewenden.
Suburban have won it.
We had Richmond win it when Richmond was in our district. Ron, when Richmond was in our district.
1963.
Yep. Bowen Services.
Bowen had won it.
That's Bowen Services. Remember in Bowen there was the
RSL club which is no longer in existence.
No longer there, unfortunately. Back in the old days too, the two clubs up in Charters Towers. We had Charters Towers and then also the Charters Towers RSL. Which I don't think...
No, they've never won it. The RSL haven't won it. Charters Towers have won it.
Yes, they've won it quite a few. And I think they won it 4 or 5 years in a row there at one stage.
Yep.
Back in the 50s or 60s.
Brandon have won it. Home Hill have won it.
Yes. Home Hill.
Suburban have won it. Yes, Thurringau have won it. So there's only a couple of teams that haven't been in the mix. Alligator Creek, which is a very small club just south of us.
Yeah, won it a couple of years ago.
2 years ago.
As we like to call him an import. But no, if Goody, if you're out there listening, mate, I know that you've got passion for the Dunn Cup. And I hope everything's going well for you up in Cooktown.
So we've got a couple of clubs. Wangaratta haven't won it. Collinsville have not achieved the success of the Dunn Cup yet. Guru have not won it as yet.
Magnetic Island
definitely haven't won it.
No.
McNaid have not won it either.
No, McNaid's been in a couple of finals, but they just haven't got the chocolates. Cutharinga, my club, where I'm from, we've won it three times. I've been lucky enough to be part of that twice.
Interestingly, South Townsville, one of our powerhouse clubs, have only won it once.
That's correct, and they got their first win only a few years ago, wasn't it?
2018.
Yep. So good try there by Heath. He just pulled up about a foot short. INGHAM holding one.
And surprisingly, Noola from the town of INGHAM have not won it.
Again, been in the mix a lot of years.
Played off a few times in the finals.
Yes.
Right, so
Stan's got good grass here.
Good grass here, just his weight.
Yep. It's only just
so
over.
Jeff Crosman's holding the shot at the moment. They're only South Townsville are one shot down. Okay. Greg Delaney is hanging out a little bit. Too bad with his weight, just a fraction heavy.
Frank's just telling Stan, yep, same bowl, same delivery, but just take a couple of feet of weight off. He did have a good line with his last, but he was just that heavy. Went over by about a metre.
Now, so
but I think he's kept the same weight as his previous bowl. Yeah, Frank said good effort, but just too much weight.
Greg's second bowl. His weight might be a factor here, although he's coming in nicely now. Sit Jeff out. Sit there himself. Great bowl from Greg Delaney.
Ron, I've just got a message here on my screen from Gary Akinera, the president up at Noola.
Has won.
Hey, gentlemen, Noola has won it once.
Okay.
So let me have a look at your program here. I know you're a little bit old and the eyesight's going. So I'll just double confirm that. And looking.
You can sort that one out with Muddy when you see him next.
1958, Ron.
Okay.
There you go. So yes, Gary, you are correct.
And
Ron's,
I do
I've got to
apologise.
apologise for Ron's eyesight, mate. It's
Alzheimer's.
And it's not even rum o'clock. It's still morning. He's on his coffee, mate. So yes, Noola, sorry, we apologise. You did win it in 1958. Gary, long-time president, and again, just one of those clubs that somebody gets in and just about does everything. Gary Akinera, true gentleman.
Nice bowl there from Josh.
Yep. Gary, I thought you might have been down this weekend, mate. Maybe tomorrow. Your boys are playing very good bowls, mate.
They're certainly in the mix and in the hunt at the moment.
And they are. They were in front of Tharangower there earlier. So hopefully they keep up the good work and maybe get another win for you guys.
I wish, Justin, it would be nice to see a little bit of rum in the coffee, but they won't let me do that at the moment.
Right, so
Ingham
still holding one.
No, they're not. That's Greg Delaney's bowls. Just
okay.
The kitty
Sorry,
there.
I apologise.
And Josh Bourne's bowls.
Well,
Ingham could be holding. South Townsville could be holding 4 shots there, because that back bowl of Stan's is just shy of a metre behind. Heath would have his bowl in contention there, so we've got Greg Delaney with the red bowl, Josh Bourne with the blue bowl.
Yep, and Heath with that orange one in front.
I'd be calling that 4 shots.
Yes. Your eyesight's not that bad now after all.
See, I don't need the rum.
No. You just can't read a piece of paper in front of you.
Piece of paper. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Robbie. Yeah.
Thanks, Robbie.
Don't help. Robbie's just said, the print's very small. So, okay, so he can see a big screen. Rightio. Frank's fairly close here. No, his weight's going to let him down.
He's dropped well short. Brilliant line. Absolutely delightful line. Okay. Good thinking third there. Okay, how's your weight, Steve? But it doesn't matter if you top that one up a little bit. Okay, that could be 5 shots. Maybe 5 shots.
Making it a bit harder for Frank to get in there.
Frank's very serious. He's walking up having... Yes, he wants to have a look at this.
Yeah, 5 down.
5 down.
To me, he's got to play under Steve's bowl, looking for that kitty to take it back to their own.
That's right.
He's got 4 bowls sitting back there.
Any touch on that kitty is going to give him...
Or he's saying you've got to draw it. Well, 5 down, we know Frank
is unlikely to try... Well, he's maturing and he's getting a little bit mellow in his age.
Fine though.
A few years ago, he'd have been going straight at that.
he could be. He can, as I said, if he comes up and
Decides to wallop it.
plays just under Steve's, even if he got a little rub off Steve's, he'd come and set the 2 bowls with any weight. Let's see what the big man has decided.
But we don't call Frank Cyclone
For nothing.
for nothing. Yep. Once he gets it in his mind, he'll to let one go.
Hence, we're taking bets on how many pot plants can be
Destroyed if he does let one go.
knocked out of the way. I would say this will be not maybe full-blooded drive weight, but he will play with weight.
No, he's not going to get it there. He'll learn from that.
Not happy.
He will learn that you've got to take that swing into account.
Vince, watching from Cabramatta Bowls Club, Sydney. Mate, how are you? Hopefully you're enjoying the viewing and the bowls.
Justin Thompson, you'll be down tomorrow, he hopes. Look forward to catching up with you, Justin. And Lorraine Wolf. Hi, team. Any chance of an update on the scores on the other games, please? We did one a short while ago, but we'll do another one for you.
I will get the umpire to
do a run round for us.
So I think while we're back here to the live action, we have 5 to South Townsville, I would think.
5.
Yep, 5.
5 shots to South Townsville. So that becomes 9-7 after 9 ends. Let's close the gap somewhat.
Yes.
South Townsville needed that to
yes, they certainly did.
Keep themselves in the game.
They didn't want to be dropping any big numbers because they were already 7 behind.
That's right.
But still early days, as we said, you know, they're only just over a third of the way through the game. So,
yes, 9 ends played.
I will
if you
see if I can.
And we'll come over and scan them. With Lorraine, we're doing a run around at the moment to get those updated scores from the other green for you, and we'll have them for you in a minute or so. Fair start for Heath, possibly a metre behind, metre and a bit. Jeff Crosman with his first bowl. Jeff's been playing fairly well this morning, as has Heath. Jeff is coming in, but just hanging out that fraction. That's possibly only a bowl, maybe 2 bowls behind Jack High. It's Vince from Cabramatta.
Yep, I said hello to Vince there just a minute ago. We great bowl there by
yes, good correction.
We have got the Peter's going to get all the scores for us from the rink next door, green next door. So we will have those for you in just a few minutes.
Just getting back to Gary's Kamara's comments. I thank you, Gary, for referring to us as gentlemen. You must know something that we don't know.
Well, I know he's talking about me, that's for sure. No, Gary, as I said, he's a powerhouse up there at Noola Bowls Club.
And a great supporter of NQ, Vince.
Yes.
Okay, Greg Delaney, just going to cut across the head. Set Jeff Crosman's bowl out for 2. Yes, a definite 2 there for South Townsville. And how is the weather in Sydney, Vince? Vince Calabresi.
Stan Richards with a great bowl there. He's now only one down. Ingham Bowls Club. He's come and sat young Heath.
It could be a bit iffy on that one. Did Frank signal that he was still one down?
I didn't see, to be honest.
I wouldn't be discounting Stan from having shot.
Having a good look now.
He's placed
still two.
Still
I think
two.
That's
Okay.
the comment I just think
Yeah,
he said.
he definitely said he thinks he's still two.
Yeah, that bowls. Yep.
When you look at it like that, yeah, definitely two there. And Frank's got a pretty good eye. Stan's not happy with that, I don't think. Yeah, hands on the hips. His bowls do swoop, but there's too much weight there, that's all. Okay, Josh Bourne looking to create some damage here if he can to increase their tally.
Coming home nicely now. Beautiful weight.
That could be in the count from after the view we saw just before.
Yeah, he's saying just roll that over or roll that shot over.
Glenn Teresi, I think you're tight, Glenn. You've got a little bit of weight, but you're going to cut away.
Yeah, he's not going to hold that line.
He is holding. No.
Okay,
Lorraine, an update on the scores on the other green.
Okay, so after 9 ends, Noola 12, Tharangower 5. So a bit of a break there for Noola, 7 shots in front. Jubilee playing Suburban. After 8 ends, Jubilee 8, Suburban 6. After 9 ends, Air 11, McNaid 3. After 9 ends, Wangaratta 12, Guru 4. After 9 ends, Home Hill 21, Collinsville 9. After 9 ends, Bowen 9, Brandon 4. And after 9 ends, Alligator Creek 12, Magnetic Island 5. So a couple of close games there and
a couple of potential upsets.
Yep.
Potential upsets.
Yes.
Still a fair way to go in the games yet.
That's correct. Yeah, definitely. Noola flexing a bit of muscle, obviously, against Tharangower.
Yes, Thomas is possibly doing
his little tricks.
His little tricks.
Yep. Which we know Thomas can do.
That's right.
Tony Sierra, they're a solid team.
Very strong third.
Yep. So, it wouldn't be over for them yet. So, Gary, your boys, mate, are doing very well at the moment.
It's our pleasure, Lorraine. We'll try and keep everybody updated as frequently as we
get
can.
The scores from the other rinks. Especially today being crunch day almost.
Yeah, our moving day today.
Yep. I mean, sometimes we have had in the past, the sections aren't finalised and you don't know who makes the final till that last game on the Sunday morning.
Yes, it's not uncommon.
Yep. And then upsets on the Sunday morning to determine 2 different teams in the final.
Okay, now what's Frank going to do? He's going to come running through. No, he's not.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he's still looking just to punch
stand up.
Bowl over, and he's going to be close here, or if he gets the other one, just rolls that over. Oh, might have been a bit too far. Yeah, one to South Townsville.
A bit unlucky there, Frank. He played the bowl that he wanted to play. Steve Mottin, as we are now referring him to.
Mitch Styles from Cairns has just asked me, is Justin playing today, Muddy? No, mate. Justin is out of action today. He is working. So Justin Gribben played on Thursday. Missed yesterday, missing today. And I'm led to believe has to work tomorrow. But I'm sure if Jubilee were to make the final, it's quite legal, and Justin could come back into the side to play either Sunday morning or the final.
Yep. So
he is
they have a
team.
substitute in that team at the moment.
That's correct. So
he went in as a substitute, not as a replacement player.
Yeah. So Justin could come back in and skip that side if that's what they wish to do. And again, today could be a telling toll on, are they definitely in the final, or are they close, or whatever the case may be. But Mitch, no mate, he's working. Probably at work as we speak. Won't finish till about 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight. His mother will be working in the bar here. It's just on 10:05 now, so she's probably started her shift.
Dad will be sitting in there watching it on the screen, possibly,
I haven't seen Dad turn up yet on the bike. So, Chrissy, if you're in the bar, love, hello, good morning. I know they've got it streaming there in the bar for those that like to sit inside, and
okay,
Frank's playing with a little bit of purpose here.
Yep.
Looking to sit or push their own ball. No, he's just gonna flick the wrong one.
Okay, out comes the tape measure.
Tape measure. So we'll soon. Okay, so Mitch has just asked me.
Okay, what's happened here?
What's happened?
Jack moved the jack. They've got two choices. They have two choices. They can either replace the umpires on their way.
And
they can replace the jack back to where it was. If they can't get agreement between the two-thirds,
they've agreed they can't agree.
Should be a dead end.
Well, they've kicked the ball, so they couldn't agree.
They couldn't agree. So both parties have to agree to where the kitty can be replaced. If they can't determine that, it is automatically a dead end.
And as a bowler and as a sportsman, in the best interest of the game and sportsmanship, that's the best result to do. It's a mistake when you move something. Yeah, it just doesn't count, Steve. It's just a dead end. No. Yeah. Yeah, they're just confirming on what happens there. So that last end, because of the mistake made,
is an automatic dead end.
It's just a dead end. So
they replay the end.
The end doesn't count. No score. So now Mitch is...
Okay, Heath started off fairly with a nice bowl here. Jeff Teresi. Sorry, Robbie. Okay, so Heath is holding shot here. Jeff Crosman dropped a bit of metre and a half short.
So
He's trying to rectify the situation.
Mitch has asked, is it rare for a club to go back-to-back? When was the last time someone won Dunn Cup in multiple years?
You've got
So,
my program
I've
there.
got your program here. So, mate, I can tell you in 2021, Cutharinga won the Dunn Cup, and in 2022 they made the final but lost that. So the last team that actually went back-to-back winning the Dunn Cup was Jubilee Bowls Club.
Yep.
2010 and 2011. They won back-to-back, and in 2012 I think they lost the final that year.
No, nice bowl from Heath.
But
from Greg there, pushing Heath in.
mate, that is the last club.
There have been several back-to-backs.
Oh, yeah.
You look at a club like INGHAM, they went several years on the trot.
INGHAM won it from 1997 to 2003.
Stan Richards with a great attempt there, just run through.
That was on their winning streak of 7 in a row.
Yep.
Prior to that, Home Hill had won it 2 years in a row prior to INGHAM winning it 7. 95 and 96, Home Hill had won it twice. Mitch has also said, wish we had a comp like this in Cairns.
We don't. we're quite happy with our Dunn Cup and the history behind it and the way it's conducted. We're almost at the stage where we're going to copyright it.
Yeah. Andrew Hansen said, would you make a comeback, Mitch Stiles, if we could organise it? Mate, I'm sure your district, who was very, very keen bowlers in Cairns area, tropical far north Queensland, I think you would embrace it, your match committee, and I'm sure you could get something up and running for each club picking 4 players and playing.
Nice bowl here from Stan coming in. Just shy. Great try.
It could be called the Kelly Cup. You've got a great bowler up there, Colin Kelly, who we had on the air yesterday. Has done marvellous things in the bowls arena. Or, there could be someone else up there. Ivan Yelovich. I mean, he's an absolute legend when it comes to playing bowls up in the Tablelands area.
Okay,
There's another one for
Heath and
for South Townsville. They're holding
Josh
3.
Bourne. I'm not too sure whether they are holding 3. They've definitely got 2. Stan might be sitting there as the 3rd shot. And Little from Dunedin. Good morning, Anne. Yes, should be about 10 past 8, or maybe a bit earlier over there in the morning. Okay, that was Glenn Teresi.
Yep.
Just running into that bowl of Greg Delaney's. As Frank said,
It's out of the
it's
way.
out of the way. Josh with his second bowl.
Josh is going to be pretty close here again.
He's got to run it out, and he is running it out.
He's almost right on the kitty here.
Nice bowl there.
Yep, very
great
good.
bowl there from Josh.
South Townsville finding their straps here at the moment.
Steve with a slight smile on his face. And things are starting to come into play now.
Glenn Teresi, I think he's going to be a bit
going to
too
be wide and
heavy.
Because this back bowl
Yep.
on the bottom left of your screen of Stan Richards, as much as it doesn't look like it, it's about 4 metres behind the kitty. You just get a completely different perception of the depth and distance with the cameras. Okay, Josh, you can move your big body. Thanks very much. We'll refer that one of yours, Mike, to our umpires coordinator, but that is the rule we play under. And Crystal Mark does say if you cannot get an agreement, it will be a dead end. The umpire will declare it a dead end. But we won't get into a huge debate over it at the moment.
Frank netting his bowl to come in here because he's quite a few down and he's going to save some.
He's got a big bowl here. He's got the shot.
That is an absolute
bomb.
Cracker. Huge. Ingham boys saying good on you, Frank.
You can do it, Skip.
Yep.
How often do we hear that?
Yep. You've got to play lead, second, third and skip on this end, Frank.
Steve's not going to be a mile. No, he's just got a little bit of weight on it running through.
Nick, Mike, I'm sure you might be right, mate, but sorry, but Crystal Mark 4 does not allow a dead end. Mike, while you're
we are doing a check on that at the moment.
We're going to get our... Yep, have we got audio again?
Yep,
well,
we're back on. We're just going to do a check on that.
Check, and we've got our umpire here that... Okay, Mike, well, what we've just been told, because the 2/3 couldn't agree where the kitty was, it is a dead end. And in the sportsman of the game, I believe in that. If you cannot agree, and it was a mistake, obviously, it wasn't deliberately done. They were only measuring for one shot. But anyway, that's the decision we've made, and it's our comp, so... I'm not saying ha-ha, but I am saying that just common sense probably prevailed, and I'm not an umpire, Mike, so I look at the common sense side of things, and if 2/3 agree on something, that's what should happen.
Okay, we'll take it one stage further just to clarify it. The displacement of the jack at rest. Now, the jack was at rest. If the jack at rest within the rink of play is displaced by a neutral person or a neutral object being the measure, it must be put back in its former position. If the skips or opponents cannot agree on the jack's former position, the end must be declared dead. So that's the rule we're working on. And as Muddy said, it's our competition. We set the conditions of play and the rules.
And that's
from what we play
Crystal
by.
Mark, 4th edition, April 2023. Anyway, back to live action. Heath with a good line here.
We'll agree to disagree on that one, Mark. Mike, sorry.
Heath just pulled up
short, yes. So Jeff's got one shot for sure, possibly two.
I'm not ignoring you, Ron. I'm just writing some cards out for the next game.
All right. Okay, nice bowl there from Stan. Rolled in perfectly.
As we said, Mike, we're not going to get into a debate over it. Decision's been made, and that's what we're sticking with. Anyway, Greg Delaney coming down here nicely. He's going to be very close to the kitty here. Yeah, he's hit it, but unfortunately didn't stay with it.
To the same position on the opposite side.
Yep.
As a skip is wont to do. You played a good bowl stand, do it again.
And he's going to be close. This will come in nicely.
Not going to be a mile away.
Yep. 2 good bowls by Stan Richards.
Very nice bowls.
Yep. Stan was their reserve and came in when unfortunately their skip had to withdraw through
a family
matter.
Better.
Phil Kite, mate, if you're out there and listening, all the best to you and your family in these sad times for you. Look forward to seeing you back on the green, mate. Your boys are playing very well. Greg Delaney just coming up, hitting the shot bowl, pushed it back. Ingham probably holding 3 now. That being Ingham's Jeff Crosman's bowl there just behind it.
Okay, Vincent George can't wait to move from Sydney to Townsville. Vincent's obviously in the army, I would suspect. And he's going to join Jubilee Bowls Club at the end of this year. We look forward to having you up here, Vince.
Mate, when you get here, the 2 Cribbins, that's if you don't know them already.
I think Vince knows Justin very well.
Oh, okay, yes. Mate, the whole family's here. Mum, she works behind the bar. Chrissy, as we all call her. Or as some of us that have known her for a long time, she's just Mum. And Roscoe, again, he does plenty here at the club. He supports the place.
Okay.
Always down to watch his boys play bowls.
So, Ingham at the stage holding 3 shots. Glenn Teresi with his second bowl. He's coming in.
Just nicely going to sit.
Yep, back bowl. That's in the count.
That's in the count.
That'll be a 4, says Steve. Josh with his second bowl. He's a little bit tight on it and he hasn't got the weight to hold him up all the way down the green.
So they're probably holding 4 shots there, Ron.
Yes, definitely 4 shots there at the moment. If they hold these 4 shots, that'll give them another little bit of a kick on.
I'm sure Steve Mottin will have something to say about it.
Well, he'll definitely be trying to.
Yeah, yep. And of course, Frank will be looking to protect, cover.
Or consolidate.
Oh yeah, and I think he would, ideally if he could push that shot bowl of theirs just over a bowl to protect the kitty.
Or even just tuck the kitty back in behind those bowls. It's not going to lose anything. He's gone very wide here. He won't come back that far. And his weights...
He might be looking for backward here. Just can't see where that's finished. Glenn's clapping it, so he's obviously happy where the bowl's finished. Again, maybe just on the defensive side looking for backward. South Townsville got a few back there, so...
I don't think Steve has sent this.
No, he's forgot his weight.
No, his weight was all right. It was the other part of it that he forgot.
No, he's probably a couple of bowls short of Jack High though. Unless he was just trying to dead draw, which Frank indicating to Glenn, are you happy at the back? And he said yes, so... Yeah, Frank starts to turn now, which his bowl will.
And
no, again, he's underdone.
Underdone too.
Maybe, yep. Steve's
Yeah,
Josh is telling him to be a bit more positive
positive
under
at
Frank. Can't afford to be outside of Frank's. He's got to be under that with a bit of weight, which he has played. He's got much better weight this time. He's almost got the kitty full
No,
on
he
here.
hasn't.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
has.
And popped it back for
One shot.
That gives us 11 ends played. Ingham 11, South Townsville 8.
Yep. Yeah, good bowl. He was 4 down. Yep. Yeah.
And Josh motioned to Glenn straight away that
he moved it.
He'd moved it. Anyway, we're only the commentators here, and that decision was taken by
the players.
By the players and the umpire. Nice start here from Heath. Yes. There's Mojo back a little bit.
Peter Blackburn. Morning, fellas. Well done, Jubilee Bowls Club, for a professional setup for one of your major events of the year. Yeah, Pete, it's
absolutely magnificent,
mate. It's yep.
This particular rink is an absolute show rink.
Yep, they've done a great job here. You know, we can't speak highly enough of the work and the efforts they've gone into.
And again,
always
all on volunteers.
Yep. As most clubs are, Pete, as you know. Anyone who's involved in a club, there's not many people that get paid. You do it for the love of the game, and it's because what we all like to play. So,
is that what we're here for? The love of the game.
Well, let's face it, we don't want to see our own clubs go under, and we always try and help. Jeff not happy there. He's waving his hands around. Yeah, just too heavy.
Understand why he's not happy there. Throw the arms up in the air.
Yep.
Glenn says, it's all right, mate. That's Greg Delaney with his first bowl. He's coming in nicely too.
Yep. That's a great bowl.
Yeah, nice bowl there from Greg. Great bowl.
Yep.
Really? 3 down?
3 down. The 2 orange, and yep, because Jeff's quite a way back there.
Yeah, possibly 3 metres back. Okay, this is not going to be a mile away.
Well, that's what Frank said. You've been drawing well on this hand. And if he sits that bowl, which he will, that's
reduced it back to 1.
Yep. Stan, he is playing well on that backhand.
And Stan's in the groove. Stan can do almost anything on a green. And he does it with that handicap of that hand and wrist, because it's really not a great deal of use to him, that hand.
But he's learnt to play and overcome that. Yep. Frank just telling him, I just only want the same as your last bowl. Stan probably wanting to have a little niggle, but Frank saying, no, I just want you the same as your last bowl. Draw, get
not
another bowl
quite the same as his last bowl, but
he's coming in nicely now.
He could finish up with shot here.
That is it's a
great try.
Another bowl in the head, in the head area. As he said, 3rd shot, so. No good always attacking the kitty when you've only got one bowl in the head.
That's right. It is a percentage game at the end of the day.
And these guys are only just on the halfway mark, so there's no need to panic or play stupid shots at this stage.
Yep.
And there you go.
Oh, unlucky.
Bit of bad luck there for Josh, but Stan
finishing
the
shot. Well, he finished up in the right place.
Right area, yep, in the...
It's a workable bowl.
Oh, I don't think Glenn will be happy with that one.
Oh.
Well underdone.
Even Frank looked away from that.
Yep. Not happy, Jan. Josh,
great bowl, mate. Great bowl.
Made up for his giving the shot away. He's now back to holding 2. Yep, as Frank's saying, we've only got the one in the head, so just draw to the 2 bowls.
That's right.
Set either of them. If you touch Kitty, you're only just moving it because he wants bowls in the head.
Exactly, because those 2 bowls of Jeff Crosman's, I say they're good 3 metres back. So
they're in a good spot, but you'd be playing far too much weight.
Yep.
And Glenn's got the weight, but he's way too wide.
Way too wide, yeah.
So again, Frank could just be looking to try and...
Well, he'd be supposed to be trying just to sit the kitty if he can. Because even just a slight movement of the kitty back to Stan.
Yep. I don't think he'd be playing weight back to Jeff.
No.
As he said to Glenn, only got one in the head, so we've got to get bowls in there.
And if he sat Greg's red bowl there and just fell over, he'd almost have shot from that.
Yep.
Glenn agrees. Play your backhand, Frank. But Steve's got something to say about it before Frank gets on the mat. Okay, where are we going, Steve?
Steve might be trying to come around the back to match those 2 bowls of...
He has to get past that one first. Frank's not sure.
Yep. Oh, is he looking for big weight? Glenn's saying controlled weight, positive onto that blue.
Frank was sort of warming up a little bit, but he's settled down now. Come on, Glenn, out of the way.
Well, we can't tell you what's happening here, guys.
We can now.
He hit the kitty,
hit the kitty and just popped it back towards Josh Spawn's blue bowl.
Hey mate, don't make it hard for him now, eh? You slice it across. I reckon play just a draw on this hand. If you draw it up, I mean that's pretty much your kitty. If you slide it out to the red, or you can still finish that home there.
We missed that ball coming down last time.
So now that we can see it, South Towns are still holding 2.
I mean, if he gets onto my bowl, the kitty's going to spurt out this way, or if he plays forehands, come all the way back. So even back to here, you can't vote.
Yeah, there's a lot of danger at the back there for Steve if he leaves it as it is.
Oh, I think
It's
Steve.
not too wide, I think.
Yeah,
Far too
no,
wide.
I think he's looking for backward.
Yeah, well, that's what
He's worried about that kitty coming back and then dropping a 3 or 4.
that's what Josh was referring to.
Glenn indicating he wants Frank to play the forehand. Yep, 2 down. Well, Frank, here we go. Pot plant time.
Pot plant time, yes.
There we
Killed
go.
it.
Did we have a
We
pot
had
plant?
go.
No. Kitty's amongst the pot plants. Oh.
That's right.
That's, yeah. Well, Frank got what he was after. He killed the end.
Carla, nice bowl, Joshua. Yes, it was, but a nicer bowl from Frank. He got the result. Must be not the result he wanted, but he got a good result for his team. So we are 11 to INGHAM, 8 South Townsville after 11 ends.
We might see if we can get Peter's attention to give us an update on the back green there if we
Yes, because there's some
can. It will
important
be-
games there.
yes.
Yeah, first start from Heath.
Yep.
Again.
He's played some good bowls
Ste-
in this game.
some
He's
steady bowls.
steady,
He's,
and
he's had a few wayward ones.
Yep, so's Jeff.
Jeff's played it very well.
Again, Jeff's had some wayward, but more. Both boys have been more heavy than short.
Yep, that's right. He's had a couple of short ones, but most of the time Jeff's been
Yep.
up there giving himself a chance, and that's the shot
Yep, that's the shot.
so far.
Beat Heath's bowl by probably a good foot. Well, he's got a good line here. Again, it's just going to determine on his weight. He's starting to come in now. He should sit just in front of this.
Yeah, nice ball there, Heath. So let's put the pressure back on Jeff again.
Brian Roper, shot cyclone. Yes, mate. We all know what
He can do.
he can do. Yes. So you would have played against Frank back in your day as well, Brian. So we all know what he's capable of. Lee.
Watching from Cole to Melbourne. Club looks very nice. Yes, it does. It's an absolute picture.
We have another counsellor here.
Oh, g'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah,
Andrew, Glenn.
Okay, Greg Delaney is playing his first bowl. Right, okay. So we now have okay, Greg Delaney's about to play his second.
Thank you very much for turning up. No worries. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, it looks like a good day. There's plenty of cars. Yeah.
Okay, Greg's just run through a little bit behind again. But Stan is holding the shot with his speckled bowl. Possibly a foot, a little bit more behind the kitty. Stan coming down with his second bowl.
Sorry about that, Ron. Just
That's
had
okay. Yes, we've got to look
one of
after
one of our councillors from
councillors.
Townsville City Council has come along to have a look and show their face, so it's very good to see.
We're expecting a few of the sponsors in today
Yep.
at different times.
Townsville City Council, who have sponsored this event. That was the local guy for this area, I think. So Division 8. Andrew, yes,
That's
Andrew,
him.
yeah, that was him. He was here, so
Is here.
yeah, no, it's good for the council to get behind this and
Josh
support
Bourne.
us. So
Josh is possibly a couple of feet, maybe a metre short. Glenn Teresi playing his bowl.
scores, please.
Glenn's also short.
Yeah, he's a little bit
Taking
underdone there,
taking
mate.
his weight off. His grass was good. As we always try to find some positives out of most bowls. Josh with his second. Josh with his second. He's coming in nicely. He's going to run up.
I think he's going to
dropping
be a little bit
short,
underdone as well. Yep,
Almost duplicated his first
his
bowl.
first bowl. Mike, I'd like to say Mike Shingles is watching from a very sunny Tassie. Would not be Chew. I'd like to say watching from sunny Tassie, but that would not be true. Oh, so obviously it's not. There's a great bowl by Glenn. Glenn's just pulled up a bit short too.
Could be, you know. It's
But
Frank's
was 2 fingers, but I don't know if that's 2 up or 2 down. It was not precise.
It's sort of nothing.
And Lee has asked, what speed does the green run in the morning? Does it change during the day?
Yes, it does change
Yep.
slightly during the day, but not dramatically. Now the sun's out, it will quicken up a little bit. Started out this morning at around about 14 seconds. We're possibly running maybe 14 and a half, stretching to 15 seconds at the moment. But as the day warms up and then cools off, that's it. We're
There-
back.
there
I
we
was
go.
a bit muffled. The button wasn't working quite
No,
well.
now I can hear you clear as.
That's right. I can hear myself clear as
Oh.
now. I knew I was mumbling.
Okay, so Ingham's now holding shot. Got one.
There's Chantel Hawkins in the background there, sitting watching her son.
Oh yes, yep. South Townsville supporters there. Chantel
Okay.
being mum, watching her son.
Okay, Frank.
Frank.
has put it down.
I think Frank might be a little bit wide, but Glenn's just.
It's all right.
Yeah, here he comes.
Here he comes.
If he gets around those two, he's going to be in the
He's
count.
not going to do
No.
that.
He had a good line, just his weight.
Punched his fist. He said no. Didn't like it. Josh is signalling
See,
one down.
Yep.
Which I suspect is this back bowl of, yeah, the red bowl at the back is shot. Stan Richards' bowl.
We have got the umpire getting some scores for us on the second green for those that want to know. We'll give you an update so you keep you all informed on what's going on the green behind us. So Ingham's still holding one. Yep, got to be around them. Doesn't want to be tight and punch Steve Mottin's bowl over. Yeah, and Frank's thrown it out there. Definitely not tight, I don't think. Got to be around his own, and he's
No,
just run into his
punched
own.
into it.
Yep.
However, I hope it won a shot.
There's definitely one.
Glenn Just having a look.
before he...
Do I want to put a measure on this?
No,
One
just
shot.
the one.
Okay, that takes Ingham to 12, South Townsville 8 after 12 ends. Now while they're getting ready for the start of the next end, I'd like to send out a big thank you and appreciation to our sponsors who have assisted in the running of this event hugely this weekend. To the City Council, Townsville City Council, Jubilee's major sponsor, for their support. It has been most welcome. To Multicom Communications, data specialists, again, thank you very much for your support for Jubilee. JCell, Electrical and Instrumentation, TK Power and Air, Glen Carroll Painting, Jubilee Bowls Club themselves, a huge effort and extremely well done. And the naming rights sponsor for the event, Galavanta. We thank you for all your support and look forward to future working with you in events. But we acknowledge your support and we certainly appreciate it. Okay, Heath's first bowl is maybe 1.5 meters short. It doesn't look like it on the screen, but that's where it is. Jeff Crosman's first bowl is possibly 9 inches, a foot behind Kitty. Jeff's second bowl is coming down now. A little bit overdone.
Okay, Ron, I've got some scores for us from the back green.
Yep.
Okay. Nuala after 14 ends. Nuala 17. Tharangower 9. So a nice little break there to Nuala at this stage. After 13 ends. McNade 10. Air 9. Sorry. No, I've read that wrong. After 13 ends, Suburban 10, Jubilee 9. So a one-shot margin to Suburban over the...
couple of very interesting results there.
McNade Air, that's after 15 ends. Air 14, McNade 11. After 13 ends, Wangaratta 14, Guru 7. After 13 ends, Home Hill 22, Collinsville 14.
They've closed the gap a little bit there.
Yep. The earlier score we had was 21-9.
That's right.
So Home Hill scored 1 to Collinsville scoring 5. We have Brandon playing Bowen. We have Brandon 15 on 15 ends. Sorry, Brandon 15, Bowen 13. So another maybe a little bit of an upset there. And after 13 ends, Alligator Creek 13, Magnetic Island 15. So 3 games over there that quite crucial. Brandon Bowen. Bowen only with 1 loss so far. Down by 2, still with 6 ends to go. Jubilee Suburban. Jubilee down by 1. Still with 8 ends to go though, a long way. And probably the big game, Tharangower Nuala. Nuala with an 8-shot margin at this stage, still with 7 ends to go.
Do we know what rink the Tharangower Nuala game is on?
That is on the last rink, which would be rink number 8.
Okay.
So, yep, we'll keep everyone updated there and try and get
some interesting scores there at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, back to this game, and we have Ingham holding 1 shot, now 2 shots. Nice bowl there from Glenn Teresi.
Glenn Teresi, yep. Yep.
It's only 1.
Steve's saying only 1.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, that'd be the bowl of Jeff Crosman.
Jeff Crosman's bowl there is the shot. And
Josh is close here.
Got to be close.
Sits that and maybe falls
he's
in.
He's still back too far. But
Still Still one, yep. Frank is saying needs a friend, so
Because those two bowls are about a metre behind the kitty, those
Yep.
light blue and dark blue bowls. Doesn't look like it from here, but that's about how far back they
Yep.
are.
where Heath is probably only a foot and a half in front. Glenn got to get a little rub off this. No, he's hit it too fat. Now Mitch Stiles is,
Okay.
Mitch, such a good comp, never goes to script and anyone can win any given game. Always has you on the edge of your seat, mate. Definitely does, Mitch. As I said earlier, sometimes you can get Dunn Cup not being decided till Sunday morning to see who's in the final for Sunday afternoon. It's just the way Dunn Cup goes, mate. And sometimes money carnivals. It's never over. Someone who's got nothing to lose comes out and gives the guns a shake-up.
Okay, Shelley Herman, a loyal supporter of Ingham Bowls Club, urging her team on.
Frank's got a
And
great
Frank's
bill
got
here.
a big bowl there,
Yep.
so
There's another one.
that would definitely be his second shot, I would think.
At this stage, I think Frank's played a little bit more consistent than what Steve has.
Yes,
His draw game is really on song.
he's worked this rink out fairly well.
Yep. And Frank knowing that
This is a critical game for him.
they've lost a game, South Townsville haven't, so to get back in the mix, they have to beat South Townsville to be on level playing field. So
That's right.
Frank with his
Looking
second
to
bowl now. Again, he's got
Consolidate on this end.
his line is very
It's
close
all up to his weight now.
Yep, and matey, I can tell you he is close again.
Swinging in and dropping inside that bowl.
There you go. Two lovely bowls. That's probably three.
I would definitely call that 3.
Steve's obviously looking to punch one of Heath's bowls up, or maybe get around them and sit Jeff's.
Just he's only got to beat Jeff Crosman's bowl on the
That's right.
side there, and
he's close
coming
here.
in. Even if he sits Jeff out, that might be enough.
I think he's still one, maybe two down.
Yeah, it could be a couple down still. All right, he's going to be the one that's brave enough to measure. All right.
Don't touch anything, Josh. Oh.
Hello. Somebody walk into the camera. Well, that was Steve's bowl. They rolled out of the way. That's not even in it.
Well,
Big bowl from Steve there.
Got the shot there. He
was
three down.
potentially 3 down. Yep.
3 down to 1 up. So
Okay, so we're now at 12 to Ingham, 10 to South Townsville after 13 ends.
12-9, I would think it is.
12-9, yes. Robbie was a bit quick for me. He'd already put it in.
Mate, Robbie is called lightning.
It depends on what time of the day you're referring to.
Well, he should have had a good night's sleep. Do you have a good night rest last night, Robbie? You're feeling better? And
I was in bed by 1:15.
oh, yeah. Well, I think I was near the same. I think about 1:30. I think I went to bed.
Yeah, well,
And no scotches for me last night. None. But I had a few vodka cruises.
okay.
Some of me State of Origin pack, the red and the blue. New ones at the moment for the Had a few of those just for something different.
Jeff Crosman with his first bowl coming down now. And he's got a pretty fair looking bowl here. Just
Just
run
gonna
through.
run through. Yep.
It's gone through about a metre, I'd say, metre and a half maybe. Shelley, good on you, Frankie. Obviously a big fan of Cyclone. Heath is possibly, definitely a metre and a half behind the kitty there. So Jeff's second bowl. Okay.
Well, no one's real close.
No one's
at the
real
moment.
close,
No,
but-
it's
Oh, yeah.
got that disease.
You'd almost call Heath's front bowl there the shot.
Yep. That bowl there at
Okay,
10 o'clock.
Greg Delaney is looking to try and make it a little bit more attractive.
Oh,
And
he's heavy too.
he's hanging out as well. Though, I'd be happy to call that almost shot. Yeah, Frankie's saying he's probably down with that last bowl of Greg's. The way Stan's been playing this morning, he's not going to let that go the way it is.
He has drawn this backhand very well.
Yep.
Coming this way. I think his weight's going to let him down here.
He's dropped his weight off.
But look at his line. He's
spot on.
No, yeah, just his weight. And I'm sure he'll correct with his next one.
Well, we know he will correct with his next one.
Yep.
He's a very determined player today, as he is all days.
Yep. As I said, I think both team knows where they stand and
they're well aware of the situation.
What's expected of them to, one, to stay in the hunt, and two, for South Townsville to almost knock INGHAM out of their section.
Yep.
So, crucial game, as we've said.
Stan's got a little bit more weight on this one. Has he overcooked it?
No, I think
he's corrected extremely well.
It's not pretty, but that's the shot.
That's the shot.
Jack High, his weight was very good. Just pinched his grass just that fraction, but he's got shot.
That's all the skip cares about at this point in time.
Again, as you say, he doesn't care how it gets there, or as long as he's got bowls in the head and shot. So up to Josh now to try and get it back for South Townsville, and he's got a good line. There, he's close. Depends when he stops. No, I'd say
it could be a measure there.
I would think Stan's still got shot there.
Yeah, 'cause Stan is pretty much Jack High. Yeah, Stan's definitely got the shot there from that view.
Glenn, you're a bit underdone, mate.
Yeah, you forgot something that time. Okay, Josh with his second bowl.
Again, good grass. Maybe a fraction wider this time. Yep, he's not going to come back from out there. Although in saying that, he's come around that and
popped in for shot.
There's the shot. Glenn, you're one down. Glenn's got better grass than his first one and better weight. Again, for Glenn's bowl, he needs to be under that, I would think. And he's going to crash straight
into it. Okay, so this is what we usually are happy to call a skip's end. Plenty of room for them to get in. No major obstructions in their way. Right. Both Steve and Frank looking very serious and working out what they want to do. Steve's got good grass. It's all down to his weight, and I think he's a bit heavy. I know he's a bit heavy.
Yeah, he's going to go around those.
Yep.
Okay. Frank just confirming with Glenn what to do. Even though Frank just left the head, there was no change. He
just wanted to make sure that they're both on the same page.
Again, Frank's,
this is a pretty handy looking bowl here.
Well, coming back this way, Frank's played some crackers, and this will come in nicely and sit there, fall over, and get shot.
Possibly shot?
Yes. No. I'm led to believe.
Yeah, I'd say
Josh
is still holding shot.
Up. So Steve coming in here. He doesn't want to touch the kitty. Ooh.
Glenn's saying, you play whichever you see.
Sit that bowl, touch that bowl. You could make a couple of shots. Beat that bowl.
He's gone wide.
No, yeah. They called it straight away too wide.
Yep.
So it's probably going to be one to South Townsville.
And he's heavy too. He's supposed to be
one to South Townsville. So
12 to Ingham, 10 to South Townsville after 14 ends.
Yep.
So the gap has closed a little bit more. Right, Heath with his first bowl. I noticed Mum's disappeared from the viewing area. She possibly might have thought she was putting Heath off a little bit.
She'll be watching from somewhere around.
Just inside, just inside a metre, maybe a metre. Great grass. Jeff Crossman trying to assert his authority on the game. Which he has. So that's given Jeff the shot.
Yep.
About a foot and a half behind the kitty. Heath with his second. He's taken his weight off.
Yep, he's
not a happy boy.
Yep.
Okay. Can Jeff consolidate on his position? Okay. He's coming underneath Heath.
Yep, he's dropped his
He's
shot
about a
as well.
metre and a half.
He's holding
Yeah,
shot.
in
So
front.
up to Greg now to
Rest it back for South
Yep.
Townsville.
just got to beat that back bowl. As you say, it's about a foot, just over a foot behind. So plenty of room to.
Not
Greg's
giving
dropped
enough. Yeah, dropping short.
Well, it doesn't look like they've changed the length of the end dramatically.
No, it's
Ron.
about the normal length. Both teams are playing about the same length.
Yep.
They're neither one is
Just-
changing it up or anything.
Stan, that'd be too tight for you, I think, mate. You
The way his bowls have been hooking.
yeah. Unless he's got extra weight
He's got
on
the
it.
weight to bring him
Yep.
up. And Stan has done it again.
Yes.
He's played
So,
very well in this
no,
game.
Yeah. If anything, they might have the mat back a little bit further than what they have been playing. You can
Yeah.
see.
There wouldn't be much of a
But no.
variation there, Muddy.
Greg uses XTLs, so that should hold its line pretty well. And he's going to be very close. Just his
Just
weight.
skim past. It's all.
Just corrected a bit too much with his weight from his first bowl.
That's right.
Probably pinched his grass and gave it the extra bit. Stan, just duplicate what you did, mate. Frank would be very, very happy.
Oh, Frank would be happy with Stan no matter what.
Yeah, he's
The moment
played
is-
quite well on this TV rank this morning.
Yep. And he's down well
He's-
again.
yes,
gonna-
he's going to be close unless
Hook
he
in.
really bites now. He's only got to beat Heath
Heath's bowl.
and
No, possibly not.
Steve's
Yes,
just telling Josh,
beat that
draw to that bowl and you'll
bowl
get shot.
of Jeff Crosman's, and you've got the shot.
And again, his line's good, but I think he'll bite in too early and
What do we know, Muddy?
no, yeah, well, there you go.
Great bowl. Great bowl.
Great bowl, Josh.
Well played at a critical time. Because it was starting to look a little bit ugly for South Townsville.
Frank just telling Glenn what his options are here on his forehand.
I don't think he's got the weight, has he?
Oh, he's got draw
Oh,
weight.
he's got
He's got the kitty.
got the kitty.
Oh,
Right, just tip the kitty, so
Yeah.
moved a bit closer to Josh. All Josh has got to do is play the same bowl he played last time. Except he's put more weight on this, I think, hasn't he? I don't know.
and neither of them have marked that toucher. Because he did get a touch of that kitty
Oh.
then.
Bad luck. Yes, he did tip the
Yeah, he
kitty
did tip the kitty. They might not have picked it up. We did on the
on the monitor.
monitor on the TV here.
How come the jack is not on the line? Because it's been touched twice.
Who works that?
Chipper.
Chipper. I mean, it's almost sitting right on the line. Yeah, they obviously didn't realise that bowl touched the kitty.
The back bowl of Glenn Terese's.
Yep, it's a toucher.
Is that Robbie or is that me? I don't think it's me because I'm on silent.
I know it's not me because mine's Scooby-Doo. And mine's on mute, silent.
No, that's not me. So Steve's first bowl. with that illusion of it rolling backwards. Right. He's changed the head a little bit, but I don't think it would make much difference to what shot Frank would be playing. Yeah.
He's telling him to be under young Hawko, Heath. Again, trail that kitty back. They got a couple of balls sitting there. Depends, he could hit the outside of the red, knock it over for shot.
Yep.
Which is stands.
Push the red flush up onto Josh's and push it
Josh's
through
and
and
get
sit
shot.
there. It could finish up with a couple of shots here. if
Frank's going to be in the area, so we're going to see something here. Has he got the kitty? Got the
He
kitty.
has got the kitty.
That's
And back
enough.
for
Yep.
3 shots.
As I just heard one of the Ingham spectators in the background, that's a cracker. So,
Yeah.
three-
Chipper, the kitty's definitely not on the line now, so that's the 3rd time
Yeah.
it's been moved.
Yeah, something similar. You got yours on the run up in. If you find that gate under yours,
So Steve needing to get one, even if he gets second shot. Just dropping on 1. Doesn't want to run into any short bowls. And I think Steve's underdone himself.
He's into
He's
that front
run-
bowl. Okay, Frank has got.
Right.
Ooh, Frank's
3 in the
3
measure.
to measure.
Glenn Teresi's just indicated. Yep, be around.
He's just underneath Steve, just inside those 2 bowls of Steve's. All he's got to do
Even
is.
if he's around them and finishes, yeah, out there where Glenn's standing, Jack high.
Yeah, that's right.
He's in play, he's in bounds, and it'll be a counter.
And he can afford to come across past the jack a
So-
little bit.
This could be a big end for Ingham
Ooh,
here.
so-
If he's around that front one, yes. Now it's just on his weight. He's got plenty of room. Yeah, well, I think that'll count.
1, 2.
Yeah, Frank's bowl over there. That's yep, 3.
3. You would think that speckled blue is
4.
4. No, that was.
Well, he's kicked it out. What is?
Yeah, no, that was their bowls. So he's 1, 2, 3. I think he's only pulled 3 out so far, hasn't he?
Well, they've kicked
Because
4, but
that blue bowl was Greg Delaney, so he kicked
no,
that.
Greg Delaney's got red bowls.
Oh, red bowls, yes.
No, that blue bowl was that's an Ingham bowl. So they've kicked
That's
4.
yes, that's right. That's Glenn Teresi's bowl.
So to me, they're measuring here for 5.
5.
Yeah, get one of them to hold the end, Pete. That's it.
And don't move that kitty, Glenn.
No. Yeah, Josh was indicating 4 down, so he's not thinking he's going to lose this measure. He is going to lose this measure. 5. No?
4.
Oh, at the end of the day, it's 4
It's 4
shots.
shots. It's
so it's
16, 10
16-10 on
on
15.
15. So South Townsville close the gap a little bit, and then
And then Ingham's
Ingham
just,
just
yep.
open it up again. It's 6 ends to go, and a 6-shot lead to Ingham. Jeff Crosman with his first bowl.
Good weight, just a little bit wide.
Yeah, just hung out fractionally. Young Heath, he lost his balance there. I suspect that will take the weight off his bowl. Alright, he's got good weight.
Just heavy. As you say, if he lost his footing there,
Well, that's giving him the shot anyway.
Yep.
But a long way behind. Jeff's second bowl. He was out about the same country, so he should get about the same result, which he has. However, that could be shot now, I suspect.
Heath, I think he liked it.
He's cutting quickly.
Yeah.
That's where he
If it
stops.
Pulls up, it's shot. Yep.
Yep, I'd call that shot.
Stan.
He's going to try and make sure that his influence is felt again.
Yep. Stan's played very well. He's kept the INGHAM team right in this.
And he's done it again, I think.
Just a bit heavy.
Yep.
Yep. But I'm sure he'll correct, because 9 times out of 10 he has been.
Yep. Right, Greg Delaney for South Townsville. Guess what?
Yep.
That's the shot. Possibly a bowl, a bit more than the bowl behind the kitty.
Stan's got good
wandering.
territory.
He's going wandering because I think he thinks
Just down his pace if he sits
his
that.
weight's too. No, that's a
just
fair way
had-
behind.
Just had too much weight.
Yep. Nice build-up of spectators coming in now.
Mate, yes, yeah. See them starting to flock in everywhere.
They're obviously sick of listening to our dulcet tones,
Yep.
buddy.
Yes.
Okay, Greg has played
Yep.
another good bowl there. Well,
It's good weight. Yep, 3 down to INGHAM. Pick your hand and draw. Easy.
fairly definitive from
Yes.
Frank. Just do it.
Glenn choosing to play it on his forehand.
He's still coming.
Now I thought out of his hand it was going to be short, and he is.
I would have thought that would have been fairly obvious, Josh, as to which hand to play.
Josh, as long as he's got the weight here, he'll come and sit those 2 bowls of Greg's. Come in there nicely and draw. Yep,
Great bowl.
there's 4 shots. So Glenn, you got to do something very similar.
There's plenty of room behind to draw. It's open to draw.
Oh, Glenn's hit the hip.
Yep.
Way too wide.
It's not going to come in anywhere near where he wants it to.
So he's one of those ends that Frank's got to play lead, second, third, and skip.
That's right.
No pressure, just playing 4 positions.
Yep. Okay, we have an update of scores.
Update of scores. We have, after 18 ends, Nuala 20, Darren Gower 13. So only 3 ends to go there. What's
7-shot difference.
Josh has played another good bowl here.
Oh, the big bowl,
Yep.
Josh. Yes.
That's probably 4 or 5 down for INGHAM. Frank will not be a happy camper. After 17 ends, Jubilee 16, Suburban 10. So Jubes have
Kicked ahead.
kicked ahead there after being behind before. After 19 ends, McNade 18, Air 14. After 17 ends, Wangaratta 20, Garoo 8. We'll just watch this bowl of Frank's now before I give you the last three. Frank in a bit of trouble, 4 or 5 down. Needs just to try and get shot, if not second shot. I think Frank could even be happy with third shot. He's got a good line, just on his weight.
He's still coming.
No, he's short.
He's short.
Oh yeah, he's
Long way short.
oh, good meter.
Not a good bowl by Frank's standards. Here's Steve coming in. He doesn't want to move too many things.
No, he's... Yep.
That's another one. So the pressure's on Frank this time. He's tightened it up. He's looking to cause a little bit of damage, rattle a few things around in the head.
He's got... Oh, I don't know if he has got better weight, you know. That's going to cut.
He's going to get a rub.
That's
He's
one way to get
going
shot.
to get a rub. I don't think he even said sorry then, did he?
No, I think he just, in disgust, turned around and... As in, yes, he's got shot. It's not the ideal way to get it, but when you're 6 down and you get a little rub like that, he's going to take it every day of the week.
Yes, that's right.
That could be a massive game changer, that bowl. I can't see Steve.
No, he's not going to come in on.
Not to that shot. He's going to just... 7 seconds, but unfortunately, 1 down. So 1 more to Ingham, making them 17-10 after 16.
Yep.
Okay, so the other 3 scores over the back. We have, after 17 ends, Home Hill 28, Collinsville 14. Bowen is back in front after 17 ends, 20 to Brandon 13. And Alligator Creek after 17 ends, Alligator Creek 24, Magnetic Island 16.
Okay, there's a differentiation here. Their scoreboard. Oh, the skips haven't they've changed part of it. No, they haven't changed it at all.
No. No, these 2 old skips, they don't change the board after each end.
And we know Robbie never misses a trick, so...
Yep.
Okay, fair start from Jeff.
Brian Roper, yep, watching from Fiji. Brian, obviously happy holidays, mate. It's where I'd love to go, to Fiji.
Awesome.
Jeff had a...
Heath has pulled up
short.
2 metres short.
Yep. He's unfortunately done that at the last few ends. He's just pulled up a bit short. Jeff, he's consistent self. He's had a couple of short, but 9 times out of 10 he's
in a direct line. He's
over again. So
he's still got 2 shots.
Yep.
He's got to get inside that right-hand bowl on your screen.
Needs to be... he's waving the hand around, turned around, he doesn't like it.
Away.
And that could be the pressure of Dunn Cup getting to people.
Yes, that's right.
We've all been there, done that.
These teams know it's moving day, and every game's critical to them.
It's the day of sorting.
Certainly is.
Yeah, Stan's close again here. He's played coming back this way. He has
Stan's
played
the player,
extremely.
definitely the player of this game.
Oh,
You get my man of the match vote for this one.
Andrew Hanson's gone long boat ride to Fiji, Muddy. Yes, mate, it would be, because you know I don't
You
like
won't
flying.
fly. And you
But
can't
I'd-
drive.
But I'd make an exception to fly over there.
Jump on the cruise liner.
No, I get seasick. So I'm not in a good way. But no, I'd
Another good bowl there. Oh, that was Greg Delaney's bowl.
yeah, that was Greg. Just getting something behind. Tried to set Jeff's bowl, but it was just a bit too heavy.
Yeah, about a metre and a bit behind.
Pinched your grass, Stan, but you've held it.
He might get it. No, he's going to cut.
Yeah, but he's going to cut
He'll
onto
pull
his
it,
own.
pull in
He's
front
got.
of Heath.
Yep. Just sit there, mate. That's a
That's-
counter.
that's a counter.
Yep.
That's three shots.
And as you say, Stan's definitely been the player in this game so far. Him and Frank's got some good results when he's had to.
Yeah.
He's drawn some beautiful bowls as well.
But Stan's been able to
Yep.
change it
Big-
up virtually if
big.
they're behind.
He's been consistent.
Yep.
Greg Delaney.
Delaney needs a walk,
No.
but he's not going to get a walk off that.
Yep, Frank's indicating they've got three.
Oh, it's obvious three there. That's the only one that's holding them out for four. No, because Greg Delaney's right at the back here, isn't he?
Oh, Andrew, thanks for that, mate. You could swim. Apparently, Migaloo normally seen this time of the year. Andrew, I thought we were mates. The gloves are off now, mate. Again, it's one of my fears. I don't go in salt water because I don't like sharks.
Oh, Migaloo's not a shark.
I know, but
It swallow you in one piece. You know,
I'm not worried about Migaloo. I'm worried about the jaws.
You'd be right, Muddy. You even saw the sign of one of them. You'd be walking on water.
No. I think, yeah, everyone's nightmare. And how would I get me scotch there, Andrew?
Put in a plastic bag and drag it along
Drag
behind you.
behind me.
Okay. Josh might have cut one. No, I don't think he has cut one out. I think Ingham's possibly still holding 4 shots. He doesn't mind it, says Frank.
Yeah, it'll come in, and even if he's around that, he's going to finish in a good home if they...
That's right.
Yes, Frank likes that where it's finished. So, although it's right alongside of Jeff's bowl, just gives them more at the back to probably stop any aggressive type of play out of South Townsville.
That's right.
3-4 down now, and I know 3 or 4.
I'd say there are at least 3.
What's Josh got?
That's definitely 4 now.
Yeah, I'd say that's definite 4. So really all Steve's got is a draw. There's not really...
No, there's nothing for him to run at there.
Well, Andrew's fairly up me today. Don't have to drink to have a good time, mate.
Okay.
I'll remember that next time I see you, Andrew, with a liquid refreshment in your hand. I was hoping to go there this year for my 60th, so unfortunately I dipped out on that.
Yeah, because he suddenly realised he's 70, not 60.
Well, I'm just thinking, Andrew, you turn 60 next year. Maybe you could plan something for your 60th.
What, and take you?
Yeah, well, you know, take your mate. I mean, I don't think Andrew's 60 next year, but I'll just tell everyone he is anyway.
Dear.
He could be 65, actually, the look of him.
It's muddy, that's not nice.
Got a very young
Didn't
son,
you turn your
Spencer.
filter back on when you came in?
Yeah, that's the good filter.
Okay. Nothing changed there from Frank's bowl. So I would say Ingham is still holding 4 shots comfortably.
Steve needs to get something in now.
He's coming, but
Going to run into Josh, I
he's
think.
going to clip Josh, and nothing's going to happen
nothing
there.
change.
So Frank's only got to get inside that bowl of Josh's.
And he
could be a
counts.
5.
Yep.
There's plenty of room there.
Oh, and a 5 would really hurt at this
That would
point of
just
the
about
game.
close the game out. Not necessarily close it out, but
No,
to go
but-
close to him.
Yep.
To take all the pressure off Ingham. No, Frank's got to
Frank's
stay out.
just hanging out again.
Yeah.
He's
There's that little area there.
oh,
if
here
you-
he comes. No, mate,
No.
here he comes. Look at this. As we speak,
No,
just short on weight.
there is that little area on the
If
forehand.
anything, that could be in Steve's way. He's got to be well under that. Try and get between the 2 reds to sit right alongside the girl. Big bowl here for South Townsville. His teammates will be wishing this one in.
He's coming. He's definitely coming.
Between the 2 reds, as I called.
What a bowl. Absolutely magnificent bowl. So that gives them an extra one. We are now on 17-11 after 17 ends. 4 ends to go. 6 behind
6
South
behind.
Townsville, so they've still got a bit of work to do.
They don't want to leave that up to Steve, though, all the time.
No. Josh has been playing reasonably well. That was a brilliant bowl.
Yeah, that's just
Instant
a cracker.
replay from Robbie. We've got all the tricks here.
Oh, mate. Better than Channel 9, as I said yesterday.
Hey, you can't
so-
say that, Muddy.
Oh. We were that quick, though.
You'll get us taken off air.
No, we won't. You know me. Always.
Robbie's daughter's coming up behind you at the moment to clip you in the ear.
No, she loves me.
Okay. Oh, the girls have gone shopping, Robbie.
Oh, spending all your money, Robbie.
Yeah, because I suppose the 2 sisters wouldn't get much opportunity to catch up with each other very often, would they?
Oh, it's probably got a daughter here in Townsville.
Yeah, Robbie's got a daughter here in Townsville. Robbie's got daughters.
Oh, okay.
Robbie's got daughters everywhere.
Oh,
Okay. Jeff Crosman dropped short. He's
yep.
possibly the best part of 1.5 meters short there. I'd be calling Heath with the shot on this particular
oh I think
end so far.
he's dropped
And
one
Heath's
short
dropped
here.
another one short. He's not having a good day.
Oh, he's short and he's across the head.
Across the head and not happy. Hands on hips. Saying, what am I doing? Jeff's second bowl.
And as we said this morning, Ron, sometimes players can let the TV rank play havoc with their mind. I'm on TV, I've got to perform.
Yeah.
It's just a game of bowls.
that's right.
It's you don't know who's watching, and
Exactly.
we do. But again, we don't know everybody that's watching. I know there's probably we hope hundreds, maybe thousands of viewers out there watching and enjoying it. But here live, you just think, oh well, it's another game of bowls.
Right.
Greg Delaney just going to scoot on past, but sit there and no, probably still down.
Yeah. All right. Jeff's still
Jeff
holding
Cros-
shot.
Yep. Stan Richards just being advised what to do by Frank. As we've said, Stan's played very well. He's
Oh,
consistent.
he's definitely the man of the match so far.
Yep.
There hasn't been too many ends where he
Has failed.
he's failed. Well, hasn't failed, but hasn't quite
No, yeah.
achieved the standard that he likes to play.
He's not happy with that. He turned around straight away.
Well, I wouldn't have been happy with that either. I'd have been happy if you'd have played that.
No.
No?
Oh,
Okay.
that is your standard of bowls out there.
Leave me alone. Terry, good morning. Yes, there are some great bowls being played.
Oh, Grasshopper. Terry Hocking, former Jubilee player. Many, many, many years ago.
Former Dunn Cup
Yeah,
player.
Dunn Cup winner. Yeah, there's a better bowl by Greg
Great
Delaney.
bowl. It's nice bowl, Greg. And he didn't even look at his watch.
He's got a nice big grin on his face.
Yep, he's happy with it.
We don't want to deflate him.
No.
Okay, so Stan changed his hand.
Yep.
Yep, he
He's
prefers his backhand too. He's been
he
playing
was
it
told to
extremely,
change. You're told to change his hand.
extremely well, and he's just gone
He's
to duck though. He's
Undercooked it a little bit.
hit their own bowl up though.
Yeah, it was Jeff's bowl came up.
So yep,
So
they've got one. South Townsville holding one.
you're just going to play the perfect bowl here, Josh. No, he's not.
No, he's
Not here either.
He's underdone.
So South Townsville holding one shot with that red bowl of Greg Delaney's.
Glenn Torresi trying to come down and dislodge that or trail the kitty. And he's in the area. Just depends on his weight now, because this will start to bend nicely.
And he's going to
Touch it. No, it
Okay,
stays
he's
with
put it out in the
but he's
open.
Put it in the open.
still only got the one. It's one game finished. Okay, we've one boil over this morning. Well, not a boil over because Noola were in the equation and they've just knocked Thuringower off by
22 to 14.
22
so
to
on
14.
8 shots.
8-shot victory to Noola there.
So
That makes the next game of Jubilee and Thuringower very important to Thuringower.
Glenn's chasing the kitty
Kitty
here,
and
and
he's missed it.
yep. Oh,
Not by much, but he has missed it.
2 down. South Townsville holding 2.
I don't think Frank will hold back
No,
here.
I think we could see some pot plants.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Thuringower's first loss.
That's right.
And
Noola's had one loss too, haven't they?
yes,
Yep. Okay, Steve's first bowl.
sorry about that. Just had
That's quite all right. When the boss comes,
Yep.
we've got
We've got
to
to
stand to
obey.
attention and
Yes.
salute and do as he asks.
he just come and got the cards. He's going to start filling in some.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Okay, Frank is going to. Yep,
He's wound up.
2 bowls gone. All the
And
kitties
he's
here.
not going to be a. Ooh. Okay.
Well, that's one way to get rid of 2
You-
bowls.
As we said, that's why he's called Cyclone. If he hits something, it's usually going to create a little bit of havoc. Any pot plants gone?
I didn't see any disappear down there.
Nobody's rushing
Hang
to
on.
the side to put big plants up, or
Ingham's now holding 1 shot after that.
Yep.
Got a lucky. Well,
wasn't it lucky?
It
Well,
was.
you know, 'cause
well, he hit a front bowl though,
if you
way
hit-
up the front.
if you're throwing a bowl down at that
Yep.
speed, you,
Pace.
you have to hit something. If you hit something, there's always the chance of Steve,
No, I don't
unfortunately,
think
just
he's-
ran into Heath, and
Yep.
that's too far short.
They're having a look.
So, quick replay from Robbie, if we can get it in time.
Hit that front bowl up
Front
there
bowl.
on the near the line. And that bowl took out the 2 shots.
Yep,
Bang,
that's
bang.
right. So it wasn't any major ricochets. It was just bang. Anyway, it is what it is.
Now,
Frank with his second bowl, obviously trying to consolidate a bit here, but I don't know what he's going to come in.
I think they're only holding one. I
Well, he
didn't
only
hear
has to hold
anything.
one.
I didn't hear anything from Glenn to say what they were. Ingham's picked up the mat, but whether...
Okay, so we're measuring.
Measuring for shot. Josh is indicating 1 down, which would be the, I would think, the bowl of
Crossman's.
Jeff's shot. Yeah, that one right there that Glenn's going to now. I think that's
Don't
the shot
move.
bowl.
That's
Yes, that's
definitely the shot.
Oh,
You,
oh, there's... Oh, yeah, get back on the kitty. No.
it's the one, although Glenn's making
No.
sure.
So one
Just
shot.
the one. So that's 18-11 to Ingham after 18 ends. 3 ends to go. So South Townsville do have a bit of work to do. They need to pick up a couple of multiples.
Yep.
The mood Frank's in at the moment, he's going to do everything in his power
Yes.
to stop them getting any multiples.
And for Frank and Ingham, it's never over. They were in the final last year.
Okay, Jeff Crosman with his first bowl.
Again, just
He's zipped past that.
yep.
He's really zipped
And-
past
and
it.
going. Yeah, he's
It's still going. No, he's come
it's
to
a
a
good
stop
couple
now.
of metres over that bowl. 3-4 metres
Ooh.
over.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be dragged by my toes that distance. Here's Heath.
Heath done.
Nice bowl from Heath.
That's a better start for Heath.
Yep. And yet again, our thanks and gratitude to our sponsors and Jubilee Bowls Club sponsors, Townsville City Council, Multicom Communications, J-Cell Electrical Instrumentation, Glen Carroll Painting, TK Power and Air, and Gallivant Travel. Not forgetting Jubilee Bowls Club themselves. We thank you for your sponsorship and your support of Jubilee and NQ in this event, and look forward to being able to work with you and again in the future. Thank you very much.
So Heath's holding one.
Yep.
For South Townsville. And as we've said all weekend, Ron, we can't run those events without sponsors. That's
Oh, it's impossible these days.
a credit to those people that have put their help and their money or whatever it may be
Hey.
they've helped out with
That's right.
to help run this carnival. So we do thank them very much.
Yeah, it's a 4-day tournament, and the expense in running these tournaments grows each year,
Yes.
and in regional areas like ours, the clubs aren't all that big, and we don't have the access to the revenue that the big clubs down south have.
That's
So
right. Yep.
we rely very heavily on all our volunteers and where we can, which is not easy again these days, is attracting sponsors to the event. And when we get a sponsor, we need to make sure we look after them.
Little trail on the jack.
Okay, so South Townsville holding one shot. Stan Richards' second shot
in
in
front.
front of Heath Hawkins. Greg Delaney,
Greg liking
He's still
this one. He's
coming.
having a good look at it, but I think he's heavy.
just a bit heavy. Okay. It's about fraction over a metre behind the last bowl of Greg's.
There's the shot there, Jack High. They've got a little nest here already. Look, you can draw the shot there.
Glenn Teresi.
Been told just to draw,
Draw
and if
it,
he's a
and
little bit
he's-
over, he's going to finish in their pack. There's 3 bowls there, but
Neither Frank nor Glenn would be happy with that.
Glenn underdone.
Onto that, Jan. On the stands, onto there.
You're at this end of the game. You would think South Townsville would be looking to try and consolidate here and pick a number up.
Well, they need to.
Yep.
And
Josh.
I'm not too sure whether 2 would be enough. I think
No,
they
I
need to
think
pick up
they-
a 3 or a 4.
Well, there's 4 bowls there sitting together. I'm sure they'd love the kitty amongst those 4.
Yep.
So Glenn, Glenn,
It's not.
slap
It's not going to
that
come
hip.
back from there.
Yep. No, again, they're only 1 down, which is luck, but any touch on that kitty now, they could make 5 or 6 here. Josh has got
Josh
a good
is-
line like before.
He's back here with.
So there's 5 bowls sitting behind.
Yes,
That's
so they've still only got
close,
the 1.
Yeah, well, close for 2, but 1 for sure. Again, the bowl's worth plenty, and trailing that kitty's worth plenty.
That's right.
So I'm sure Frank will be looking just to probably draw to the back boy bowl.
Well,
Even
would-
if he
you
got
would think
third-
at this stage of the game, Frank would be happy to give 1 away.
Yes. If he's amongst those 2 blue and the orange there, where Steve will be looking to make a number and Frank's looking to save.
And Frank's got the first bowl,
Yep.
so he knows Steve's going to have the last word.
Yes. So one, he needs another bowl on the head and got a cover. It's a
I
bit
don't
too
think
wide,
Frank's
I
going to
think,
come
isn't
in
it?
from out there. He does draw, but it's a long way to come back.
That's a long way. Look at that perfect weight.
Yeah.
Absolute perfect.
Yeah.
So
Is Steve going to be brave enough to try and...
take the bowl out or trail the kitty first up and put pressure on Frank? Well, he's
Oh,
played
he's
it tight.
tight.
He'd be looking to push
No, he's gone.
Stan's bowl through.
No, he's gone.
So he's left the door open for Frank to try and... So a big bowl here now from Frank. Okay, Frank, what have you got, mate? Yeah. I think that's a better line. It all depends on his weight. If he keeps the same weight as he had before, come in now. No, he's not going
He's
to.
not coming in. He's, again,
Rightio, so
basically jack high.
he needs the bowl or the kitty back half a foot, I'd say.
Not with this.
Oh, this will turn.
Come on, Stevie. Work. Come on, Stevie. Work. Come on, Stevie. Great ball, Benny.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, I would assume.
I would think so. Exactly where we predicted. If
Okay, Heath, get out. 6. Okay, that's brought them right back into the game. We now have a game on our hands. 18-17 in Ingham's favour after 19 ends. 2 ends to go. Up and back, and it's anybody's game now. That's blown it right out.
wide open.
Wide open, absolutely wide open.
Again, they've relied on Steve though to do it quite a few times.
Yeah,
for them.
I know. It's a bad habit for players that play with Steve to get into.
Well, Steve thrives on it, but
They always live in hope that Steve's got that big shot up his sleeve every time.
Ingham will be kicking himself. They didn't cover.
Yep.
And
Well, they were trying to cover.
yeah, they were.
But they were just hanging out wide. Yep, it's definitely worth looking at. It was a great bowl. I'd given it away, I must be honest.
No, I thought he had a good line there.
I'd definitely given it away and thought, no, he's going to be close, but no, he's just missed. But
all right, so he's over with his first bowl, and oh, Jeff, you're way under, I think.
that could be one for the archives if the results, depending on the result of this game, Robbie.
Yep.
It could come down to that bowl being a big turning point. Okay, Heath.
So this being the 20th end, both teams.
So he's not happy
No,
again. He's thrown it wide. I think he's trying to overcorrect.
Yep.
And he's possibly got very sweaty hands at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, he needs Josh to try and calm him down, settle him down.
He started the game off quite well, Heath.
Yeah. Yeah.
But since then he's just, whether it's pressure or whatever it's got to him, and
Yeah, well, Mum and Dad are both watching closely, and
I mean he's tries for a perfection, so he's probably disappointed in himself.
oh,
And he would know the pressure of this game, so
oh, well, I'm surely. And he understands the importance of
getting it.
of lead bowls.
Okay, so Greg
Is zipped through as well. Where
it's not what Steve would be wanting.
Nobody wants to go near it. Yeah, Stan won't be too far away from it, I shouldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Although he was bitterly disappointed in his last end.
Well, he was the only one that was close, remember? He had
that's
second
right.
shot,
But
up
he still
to
wasn't,
the last.
wasn't happy though.
No.
He definitely wasn't happy.
I don't know what they're all doing, but this is not super close either.
Maybe the nerves from all of them.
Yep, second last end jitters.
Yep. And you get to that stage where you can try too hard. You can tense up. Greg Delaney's.
Okay, so what's Greg
Next
got?
bowl.
He's got a good line here. All depends on his weight. Yep. Okay, so here's the replay of Steve's last bowl.
Last bowl.
On that end before, beautiful smooth delivery. He had,
And the bunker's looking very close to see if there's an offside.
and the crowd went
Berserk. Great bowl, Steve.
Stan's come across and cut the head again. So, again, at this stage, only one bowl even close to it.
Remotely close.
Putting pressure on the thirds and the skips.
Josh's first bowl. It's got a good line. It's a good line, and he's got a nice bowl. Just gone through a little bit. Possibly gone through about a metre there.
Yeah, that's second shot though, I'd say.
Oh yes, definitely second shot.
So Glenn, going to follow him down. Yep, nice open draw. Beat the jack high bowl or beat that last bowl down. Time to help Frank out here, I think, Glenn. That would be the case.
He's coming. He's still coming, but he's drifting off now.
Again, weight wasn't too bad. Just
the weight was
just
fair.
the grass.
Josh with his second bowl. And a hush has fallen over the crowd.
Yes, well, they know the importance of this end. Both teams, it's a do or die end. Josh is going to be close again here.
Coming up. Again, he's just that metre through.
See how much that is drawing there.
Yep, it's pulling a long way
But
now.
that's 3 shots to South Townsville.
Oh,
I would think so.
No, not too sure. Yeah, could be. Easy, says Robbie. Okay.
Glenn needs to start to work now because that otherwise it's going to hang. Needs to come, give their own bowl a good hit in. Okay, now 1 down. Maybe 2.
Not 1. I think this back bowl of Josh's, I think, is about a metre, a bit over a metre past. Yes, Beverly. Wow, well done, Stevie. You obviously watched the replay and thought it was even better the second time.
South Townsville spectators there in the background. Very happy with the last end. So Steve Mottin. Again, he's got a good line here just on his weight. And here he comes.
He's coming.
Yep, this will count. This will be the shot.
Yep. Nice bowl, Steve. But still plenty of room for Frank to get in. Possibly a couple of, maybe 3 bowls. 3 bowls in front. It's not going to be easy coming in on his backhand either because that. Yeah, but he's got to be around that front bowl.
Yep. Well, if he's under it, he's got to. As long as he's not too heavy, he's got to sit Steve or. Okay, so we're going to find out because he's playing his backhand. And you'd think with that grass he will be around that front bowl. No, is he?
He's
or is he going to crash into it?
No, he's around it.
He's around it and he's drawn the shot. He has drawn the shot here.
Frank has done what Frank can do.
Oh, then looking. No.
Josh has got his finger up. Calling it 1. So that.
Glenn Terezi's got his finger up for 1.
Okay. Steve's saying, I don't believe either of you, so I'm going to come and have a look myself.
Yeah.
Which is the wise thing to do.
Yes, one of you can't see. Oh, Josh is walking around plenty of times, so...
Steve's not taking too much notice.
He's saying, I play under my own. Yeah. It's all in. Yep.
Well, that didn't roll that far past the kiddie, did it?
If it falls over, it's definitely shot, but it's not going to fall, so... Pressure on Steve here now to... Well, it's not massive pressure. If anything, he's only 1 down. He's got...
Yeah, but he'd rather be 1 up.
1 up, yeah, or he'd rather be 2 up.
2 up going into the last end.
Yeah, that's tight there. Okay, so we're going to see because he's in the area. Has he got his own bowler?
He's got some weight here.
He's got the kitty.
Kitty.
That's what he's got.
Oh,
Again, they've lifted up to Steve.
okay.
2 bowls there of Josh's, I believe. Yes.
So, are we going to
So-
see another Frank special?
2 down. Probably if that ball wasn't right there in front.
Yeah, but he can get to that fairly easily.
Yep. Well,
Yep,
we're going to
here we
find
go.
out.
Watch the pot plants.
No,
Nope.
that's wayward.
However, ooh.
All right.
So, what are we seeing?
2 shots.
2 shots, I think. Okay, we now have a new leader. Ingham 18, South Townsville 19. Last end coming up. Big finish from both teams. Still anybody's game. 1 shot in it. So I'm not a betting man, so I wouldn't even attempt to put a bet on this one.
All right, I've just been told from over on the back green, after 21 ends, Suburban 18, Jubilee 16.
Ooh, how important is this next round then?
So that's Tharangower and Jubilee both
rolled.
losing this morning.
Yes.
Now we have a game on our hands here with South Townsville now 1 in front. He's starting off. He's a little bit short and underdone again.
The fat lady was standing on the side
Yes.
side bank there a while ago, but I see her running off in the distance now. She doesn't want to know anything about this end. So, the Dunn Cup Gremlin has struck twice this morning.
The next game is massive.
It certainly is. And do we know who Noola plays in the
Noola
next
has
game?
the bye.
Has the bye. Okay, so they're sitting pretty at the moment.
Yes.
Great bowl here from Heath. That's a great
Yes,
pressure
that's a-
bowl.
Jeff Crosman will be looking to correct on his last.
Just try and turn that bowl out and sit there himself. He's coming nicely.
Bit heavy.
Just a fraction. But that's second shot. No, it's not. Oh, good Lord. Well, I'll call it 1 shot to South Townsville. I can measure the next one. Greg Delaney.
All right, Greg is in the area.
He's in the area. And 1 in, 1 out. Sit there and okay.
At least the South
Greg's-
Townsville boys are a little bit closer this end. They're not leaving it all up to
To Steve yet. Stan's capable of wresting this away from them. And he's going to zip in here now. He's got good bowl. Great weight.
That is a cracker.
Great bowl. So, are we heading for an
Possibly
extra
an
end?
extra end, or now Chipper's given me a couple of muddy. You could use 2 wheelies and floaties to get the Fiji bins. I meant to say, all in good fun, Muddy. I know it is, mate. Everyone knows I'm scared of flying, boats, water.
Crocodiles.
Yep.
Spiders.
Me wife. No, it's all in fun.
Yeah, I think we're all
Yeah,
we all have a phobia about that.
yeah.
But
Oh, now
We
Stan.
wouldn't do without them.
What have you done, Stan? You
He's going to zip again. As we know, Stan's bowls hook in a long way. Yep.
Yep, that's where Ingham needs a bowl, covering Heath's bowl behind, because that's where the kitty will go.
Well, that's what Steve's wanting Josh to do.
Sit the bowl, troll that kitty. That's what they want. Has he got the legs and has he got the weight?
He's got a big bowl, whichever way it goes.
That's the shot.
Shot. Right.
No, Frank's still
Frank's
saying
I've got
still
one.
got one.
Draw another one. Okay. Just do it. So that's a case of Glenn. I want you here this end.
Oh, well, he's going to
You can
miss
virtually
everything.
hear a
Just come
pin drop
past
around
it.
the green at
Yep.
the moment.
Yep.
Everybody's sitting holding their breath.
As we speak, we're going to an extra end, but
At this
still
stage,
a long
where to
lot
go?
more bowls to go. 3 more bowls from each team. Josh, push that a bit wide, I think.
Yep. And he's got a bit more weight on it.
Yep. Bit excited, the big boy.
Yep. Sweaty palm.
Yep. Glenn, Frank's asking
So
Glenn,
Glenn
do you
to
want to
come
come
and
and
have a
have a look? So we can understand the importance of this bowl, because this is a
Everybody around the greens giving
Yep.
their opinion as to what he should do. Dave Print over at the sidelines there, the chairman of the board of South Townsville, looking on anxiously.
a few more South Townsville spectators there with him.
Yep. I think
He
you might
would
be a
be
bit
wanting
prep-
to come and sit right on the kitty.
Yeah, he can't
sit-
afford to move that kitty.
No, he goes straight to the back bowl, but that back bowl's a good 10 inches behind. Oh, Glenn, I think that's wide. I don't think you'll come back from there.
Good efforts. So Frank's not unduly upset about it. As Frank would know as well as anybody that he was trying his
Yep.
utmost to
To help the team.
Glenn's not happy himself, but that's
So Frank's
That's
staying
the way
down
it
this
goes.
end to see what Steve does. Because Steve, if anyone's going to be in the area, Steve Mottin will, I mean, we've seen what he's done the last 3 ends. He's
yeah,
basically got
he can be a big occasion player.
7, 8 shots all to himself. And this will be in the area.
No, it won't.
No, he's too heavy. Oh, here he comes. Here he
No.
comes. No, he's too heavy.
Okay.
So Frank will be undecided. Do I go near it? Have I definitely got shot?
Earnest conversation with
Yep.
Glenn. He's definitely got shot. We know that.
Yeah, just confirming
The scoreboard.
the scoreboard. Team getting involved. Yep, I heard Frank say definitely holding one.
I think Glenn thought, because the scoreboard hadn't been changed,
Yeah.
I think Glenn thought there was another end to come after this, the way that conversation was going.
Yeah, Stan
Stan's
just saying.
putting his 2 bobs worth in.
All right, pressure time now. 2 balls for Ingham, 1 for South Townsville. Ingham holding 1 shot. So as we speak, it'd be 19 all. Nitty gritty time.
The hush has fallen on the
Yes.
crowd yet again.
I would
Okay,
think that's wide.
wide. That's not going to do anything. Maybe Frank doesn't want it to do anything.
No, I think he's not happy with. Yep, Frank's not happy with it.
so that
Okay, so
wasn't what he was after.
Steve Mottin, South Townsville's last bowler. Can he come down and sit that shot? No, I think he's too heavy like his last one. Okay, so as we stand, we're going to an extra
end at this stage.
Unless Frank can... No, he's... I think they're going to take their luck with playing an extra end.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, Glenn was saying
No,
play.
yep, play.
But both Glenn and Stan were saying play. Yeah.
He's too wide again.
I think there was a little bit of theatrics there from Frank. He'd be quite happy to see that set out there.
We go to an extra end,
Extra end.
ladies and gents.
Tied game.
Frank coming down to talk to the...
Is that cap legal?
Okay, so...
Right, we have a tied game at this stage. Our rules do not allow us to have drawn games. So an extra end, in the case of a drawn game, an extra end is played. There must be a result in every game, not a drawn game. It's one of the rules that took several years to change.
A little bit more, but they're happy with that.
Yep.
But anyway, we will see what happens.
$19 all on 21 ends.
Yep.
Jeff's
not happy with that. This would be an end where a lead gets a back resting toucher. Could be a massive game changer.
And if it's a South Townsville resting back toucher, you can guarantee that
the crowd will go.
They'll go berserk, but then Frank will
be wanting to kill some pot plants.
Yes.
He's just a bit over.
He's well over. That's not good, that one. That's about 4 or 5 metres over.
Jeff Crosman.
Looks like a slightly better bowl.
Oh, they're just going a bit wide now, and it's not coming in as much. He's coming now, but
well,
at this stage, that's the shot. But again, nothing close.
Could be 2 shots, actually.
Oh, what's Heath got?
Nothing. He's dropped short, isn't he?
No, it's coming.
That could be a metre and a half.
Oh.
It's a long way short.
Okay, one of those famous bowls from Stan Richards.
Stan Richards, yeah. Little hooky bowls he's got. Stan's got a big bowl here. No, he's not happy with it, but he's got... Nobody wants it at the moment, Muddy.
No.
It's tight, Greg.
No, I think Greg's XTLs will hold.
That could have pushed Heath up a shot. There's still a fair way out. There's really nothing close, so there's a mile of room to draw. No, Stan's not happy with that one. The hat might come off in a minute and go spinning across number 2 green.
The Ingham boys aren't helping Frank. They're leaving it wide open for South Townsville here.
Kerry Green. Good afternoon, Kerry.
Hey Kerry, how are you, mate?
Welcome to our live streaming. We're in a bit of a pressure cooker situation at the moment.
Greg's got the
and
kitty
Greg's
here.
got the kitty and pulled it back. And South Townsville are holding 1 shot for sure.
Possibly 2, but doesn't matter how.
How is your removal plans going, Kerry? I didn't get a chance to catch up with you last weekend. I got held up with a lot of the preparation work for this tournament, and I couldn't get away from things.
Glenn Teresi, has he? No, he hasn't sent this.
No,
Oh, not happy, Jan.
no. Okay, so at this stage, Muddy, who do you give the man of the match to?
Well, at this, well,
You historically give it to the winning side. Is it going to be Stan? Is it going to be Greg with that big bowl? Is it going to be Josh with that big bowl?
Oh,
Is it going to be Steve?
If you took it on the last 3 ends, it's Steve Mottin. Steve Mottin, he's, remember the score was...
Oh yes, he's done the power of work.
Not 18-11, and he trailed the kitty for a 6. Then he trailed the kitty for a 2. So without him, 3 ends ago, they were looking down the end of a gun barrel. Yeah, he was 5 down when he drew his shot. Yes, he's
Kerry going great. Won't be long now. Looking forward to having you up here with us, Kerry.
one go.
Okay, so 4 bowls to come.
So
We know Frank won't die wondering.
but he's a couple down.
2 down for sure. If he hits that front bowl of Greg's,
There's plenty of room
there's
to
plenty
draw,
of room to draw. And
but it's a matter of getting in there. He's
yeah,
got
it's not
that
going to be easy to get in there.
great wall of china in front of him. But if someone can do it,
It's a sort of draw that you'd be hoping you had Stan to do with these bowls that'll hook such a long way.
I think Frank's going this.
Yep. As I said, he's not going to die wondering. Watch out for the pot plants, and he's missed the whole lot. That's 1. Fire 1. Reload. Steve, I would think you've only got 1 option. You know he's going to have a belt at it. Make sure you got something at the back. Well, he has. He's got the back covered. Yeah. why would you not do anything but just draw to consolidate?
You don't want to build a target or anything.
No,
So
no. Just come back in the middle of all that. Yep, good bowl there. So Frank's going for, he's got to go for the kill or dead draw. Robbie's saying he'll go for the draw.
yeah, I think he'll try and draw this.
Yeah, because his percentages with the kill are very low, aren't they?
Yep.
There's room to come in there. Sadly, I don't think that's going to do it.
He needs to bend hard.
And he's got that bowl. And it's game, set and match. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. So, Steve won't play his last bowl. And we have South Townsville, 21, winning that game against Ingham, 19. After an extra end. Well played, both teams. Kept the spectators on their toes the whole way through.
Certainly did.
Okay, now we've got to get ourselves ready for the games this afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to sincerely thank Jubilee Bowls Club, North Queensland District Men's Bowls Association for conducting the event, Townsville City Council for the enormous support they've given to the game, and this particular game, in fact, Multicom Communications, again, have been of huge assistance. JSL Electrical and Instrumentation, Glen Carroll Painting, TK Power and Air, and last but no means least, Galavanta Travel, the naming rights sponsor for this year's Dunn Cup. We thank you very much, and we will be with you at the start of the next game, which will be between Thuringowa and Jubilee.
Thank you, mate. Look forward to the next game. Yeah, and they're pulling the shade covers over for the next game.